Hello and welcome back to Serie A Spotlight. We're your hosts Jake
And Matt.
You know what time it is!
I can't tell you guys enough how much you've been my internal monologue when thinking about football for the last year.
Amazing! We get to record while drinking some wine. Jake and I will have a very special soft spot for Salernitana.
we love him.
We love him. Stop zooming in on Allegri's face, bro. You're gonna make
How
me
are you
break.
exposing me?
Because you're gonna make me break, man.
Hello and welcome back to yet another episode of Serie A Spotlight. This is episode 183 and we're your hosts Jake
And Matt.
here to answer your questions on Serie A.
Yes, it's been a while since we've actually had an episode, yourself and me. The last episode was taken away by Joey D. We hope you guys enjoyed that amazing explanation of how you can master fantasy football. We definitely listened and we're definitely going to be a lot better next season after listening to him.
Yes, totally insightful by the way. There were some things I straight up didn't know after a 38 fantasy football match day season.
Shameful from our end, but even these little tactics that we're unaware of, great to know. So if you guys are taking part in any kind of fantasy next year, go have a listen to our last episode brought to you by Joey D. We are back though, just for this episode, and then we're off again for 2 weeks.
Yes.
We're going to Malaysia, because why the fuck not?
Why not, right?
Why not?
It's the off season, we need a bit of a break as well, of course, but we will be back revitalized, rejuvenated and ready to give you the best possible content you can get.
Exactly.
What you'll notice from this episode that's a little bit different is Nick will not be featuring on camera because he's got a terrible pimple and we're doing you all a favor by keeping him off your screen.
Yeah, guys, you don't want to see it, trust me.
It's awful.
It's where the sun doesn't shine as well.
Do you know where the sun shines? On Benevo Bid. Check out the link in our bio and you can get yourself autographed items from top players, including match-issued kit. Most of the proceeds go to Putin Who Cares, so hit the link in our descriptions and get your bid in. If you guys are new here, make sure to follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter and YouTube, and obviously rate us 5 stars or wherever the hell you get your podcast, be it Spotify, Apple, Go, or wherever. We typically do weekly episodes covering every single match, every single team, every single week. But it is the off season, so we do need to get a little bit more creative. If you really do love us, become a patron, just like our very latest patron, Matthew Dillingham.
Well done, Matthew, you've done it. You've supported something you love.
Exactly. When was the last time you supported something you loved, guys?
Do it now, become a patron.
Exactly. And if you do join our Patreon, you get to join our fantasy league.
Yes.
So go listen to the last episode by Joey D, because if you win our fantasy league, then you win a free kit which we will ship to you. Last year, Joey D chose an Orsolini kit.
Yes.
And it was beautiful.
Absolutely. But yes, I think the formalities are out of the way now, and that takes us on to our listener questions.
Shall we begin?
Yes, please.
I forgot you were reading them.
Yeah.
I am reading them out.
Amazing.
Hell yeah.
Please say the name of the person
Of
that
course. That is
Thank you.
actually why I'm not appearing today, because I need my phone to
Sure, bro. Sure, buddy.
Okay, guys, don't believe me.
Sure, pimple face.
A pimple face. So the first 2 questions actually, but we'll start with his first question. Comes from our good friend Tyson, who actually I'm actually good friends with, who I constantly like speaking to online.
Really?
So shout out Tyson.
Guys, just do not speak to Tyson online.
Okay, so question 1 is, could you that's the tier list one. So we're gonna start with the tier list.
I think we should
leave it to the end for those listening only.
Okay.
Probably.
Okay.
So for context, Tyson asked us to put together a tier list of the new home kits of Serie A. For those that are listening on Spotify and that aren't watching on YouTube, we'll save that towards the end so that we won't bore you with the visual aid of your driving.
Yeah.
So here's a little teaser for what's to come, I guess. I think it would be good. Say till the end till you see the the
Tier
tier
list,
list. I think it would be a fun segment. So, on to his question where we can answer here. He says, give us your 3 favorite and least favorite transfers so far.
Ooh. Now this is purely subjective. He says your 3 favorite, so it's not the 3 best.
Okay, that's how you saw it.
Yeah, I mean, that's how it's worded.
That's how it's worth. So,
Yeah.
so Estupinian,
It's a-
Richie, Modric.
Yeah, because some of the signings that I think would technically be the worst are some of my favorites.
Okay, fair,
You know?
fair. Okay,
Um,
no, I didn't exactly do the ones that I think were they're the ones that I believe to be the best according to what I think the teams need. So
Okay,
they're my favorite moves.
Yeah.
If you don't mind me starting,
Sure.
I'm gonna go for Richie 100%.
I have him in
think
mind as
Richie
well.
is the absolute coup of this transfer market. 25 million for a 23, 24-year-old defensive midfielder, one of the best number 6s I've seen in the league recent and in the most recent years. Obviously barring the likes of Stanislav Lobotka, etc., etc. There have been some great ones, but Italian, obviously, which can do great things to his market value in the future. I think it was a no-brainer and a coup, and I think if Pep Guardiola would have wanted you, then it's a great sign. I then put KDB. I think Kevin De Bruyne is the coolest signing that took place this season. I think 33 years old. It's giving me Pirlo to Juve, where people might be counting him out, and I don't think they should be counting him out at all. I think he's one of the best midfielders in the world still.
Have you seen the fuss that everyone's making because of his condition currently in pre-season?
It was a bit chunk.
He was a bit chunk, but it's totally normal. You know, I mean, footballers barely have any time off, and when they do, they chill as hard as they possibly can. You know,
course.
so it's perfectly fine. Conte will whip him up into shape in no time.
He'll be fine. He's 33 years old, man.
Yeah.
He'll get back into shape, no problem.
Yeah. And you have one more, right?
Yep, I actually chose Beukema here
Very
because Beukema was one of the best centre backs in the league last year for Bologna. He's a very intelligent centre back. He reminds me a lot of a prime Bonucci, bro. The way that he plays with the ball at his feet, loves to ping a good, accurate ball forward, and he's a tough motherfucker who doesn't shy away from a sliding, good, nice crunching challenge as well. And I think that last season, we thought Napoli fixed their problem with the defenders when they brought in Buongiorno, but his conditioning was just off last year. He spent the majority of the season injured. The back two of Beukema and Buongiorno is top, and Conte can really go for a back 3 here now without having to play Di Lorenzo right centre back. He can actually go Rahmani, Beukema, Buongiorno, and that is golden.
Yeah, that would be great. I think Napoli have definitely been the smartest movers in the league. They've brought in Vanya at the back, Luca up front, who's the typical Conte signing, typical Conte striker.
So Vanya's done, huh?
Vanya's done.
Vanya's
Yes,
done.
yes. Absolutely crazy. Like, they're becoming a beast of a team. And apparently they might bring in Miretti as well for 12 million, which should be a coup, man. 12 million.
I feel like Juve have really not learned. They've let what's his face go as well. They let Winger and Bangula
Yeah, 10 million.
for 10 million.
That's bizarre.
Now Miretti for 12.
Yeah. You'd think the next Gen A, the whole point of it was to generate money.
Yeah, I mean,
To generate income, and they're
low-key,
just selling
that's
off.
10 million profit. That's 12 million profit. You
Yes,
know,
but
that's
it's-
20.
But you're not maximizing your assets.
I guess.
Yeah. I tend to agree with you, bro. I have Ricci and De Bruyne in my favorite ones. I'm also adding Jonathan David, though. Because
Interesting.
Jonathan David, on a free, is excellent business by Juve. And I think he's a very all-round, like a very well-rounded striker who can do a lot of damage in the league. Very intelligent as well.
I'm a bit skeptical of him for now. I know his numbers are great, and I know that Milan wanted him for a long time. I don't know, when I see Fabrizio Romano really pushing an individual over and over, I start saying this guy kind of, it seems like I almost felt like he himself was getting in touch with Fabrizio Romano, because he was linked to everyone over and over again.
It could
I
be.
get a bit skeptical of these players.
I think he was linked 4 years ago or 3 years ago when his contract was expiring, right? That was the whole thing. But yeah, it's true. That's a fair point. But numbers don't lie, and he's one of those kind of high IQ strikers who usually thrive in Serie A.
Now there's the 3 worst, which Tyson I struggle a bit with. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a glass half full kind of guy, so it was hard to choose shit ones or the ones that I don't like.
This João Mario deal of Juve is
That's
getting a lot
weird.
of flack.
That don't know too much about João Mario
Don't know too
myself
much about
yet.
But apparently he's one of the worst players to ever play for one of the worst Porto sides there's ever been, from what I've heard.
That probably makes the list, to be fair,
Yeah.
and it's I know which one I would replace it with, but because they lost Alberto Costa, who they had just brought
And
in.
who seems
To
promising.
me, Alberto Costa looked good.
Yeah.
He looked okay. He had one offside goal as well, which was fire.
I mean, yeah, it's just, in his first season in Italy, he was fine.
Yeah.
Bernardeschi.
I thought about it, bro.
Mm.
But I didn't choose anyone who was brought in on a free. Because
Fair.
like you bring in
Low risk, right?
low risk vibes.
Yeah.
I didn't choose anyone they got for free. I chose
All for one!
Juve redeemed Kelly, which is hilarious, so I have him there.
Yeah, fair enough, actually.
There's the Atalanta signing of Kamaldeen Sulemana, who was a bright spark for Southampton last year.
But he did well under Juric.
He did well.
So,
Did well.
as in, he was one of the bright sparks.
There's Southampton, who are the worst Premier League team in history statistically.
Yeah,
as a
but
fact.
he's quite a spark.
And I'm always a bit skeptical of wingers at Atalanta. Because do they fit the system? I know more recently they've been playing with wingers. I'm not sure if Kamaldeen Sulemana is up for it yet, but
Okay.
we'll see. I've only seen a little bit of tape on him, and I'm also a bit skeptical of El Ainawi, Roma signing. I'm a bit skeptical because I know he wasn't Plan A. It's the same way I would be skeptical of Milan bringing in Pubil, or Milan bringing in what's his name, the Spanish midfielder, Guerra, Javi Guerra, because I know they want Due and I know they want Yashari, and settling for a Plan B, settling for the likes of Morata, Tammy Abraham, those have never really worked out. And he seems very, very raw, El Ainawi, and I'm not quite sure he's the profile that Roma should be after. Roma are losing Paredes. They have Manu Kone, and he just feels like another box-to-box midfielder, and I'm not sure that's what they need.
I unfortunately don't know much about him.
No, me neither. This is research.
El Ainawi, I mean, he seems to have quite a bit of experience under his belt, and seemed to be quite an important player for Lens last season. 24 games, 8 goals, 1 assist. I don't know too much about him. I don't think the deal is that risky, especially when you look at the amount he was brought in for. Seems quite reasonable. I am also not sure, where is it? I found the deal over here. I wasn't too sure. This Luis Henrique of Inter. So he's quite promising, apparently 23-year-old right midfielder, but he did not look good in the Club World Cup. And I know, of course, there's an adaptation period that's needed. But this might end up being a flop at the end of the day. People are already calling him the next Dalber.
Relax.
Yeah,
we'll wait and see.
This is so premature. This episode is premature.
Yeah. And some of the questions you guys are just setting us up to be memed, like asking us who's gonna win the league, who's gonna be top 4, bottom 3. It's a bit hard at this stage. Is that all for you? Do you have other?
No, just those 3.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah.
You know who my favorite signing is is for me, guys?
Who?
Højlund, who fucking ever wants him, like, in Serie A. Like, anyone can take him, go ahead. No, I'm joking. I don't feel that way towards Højlund. Only Sancho.
No, Højlund, at least what he gives you is industry. I've watched him play for United, and at least he's pressing.
Listen, he did well.
Something
In
to
one of
him.
the seasons, he did well. Like, he got... there was a period where he kept scoring back-to-back. I think he was just way better in Serie A. I think he's a way... I think he's just too early to be in fucking... I think he needs experience.
I'd take him, to be honest, man.
I think he's a good option for the but whatever.
But apparently United are open to a loan. If it's a loan, I'll take him at Milan, genuinely.
It's a good
But
move.
then you risk going into the season without many options up front.
But then you need another one.
You need another one,
You
exactly.
need another one.
I don't know, man. I kind of wouldn't touch him at the moment, to be honest. I know it's a risk that might be worth taking, but United spent a lot on him. They're not gonna let him go for cheap either.
Fair.
And if you bring him on a loan and he does well, they're well within their rights to fucking up the price. I wouldn't touch him at the moment.
Very true.
Fair enough. Next question.
Yes,
Yes,
please.
sir.
Okay, next question comes from Joey D.
I think
we'll have
Tyson had
one
another
more.
part with the flops of last season.
No, I didn't get that one.
Okay, we can just read it out from here.
Let's read it out from here. Sorry, I must have
Go for it.
forgotten to give it to you. But basically, could you create a starting 11 of the biggest flops from last season and estimate where they would finish in Serie A this year?
So where this team would finish in Serie A?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So, shall I read out mine and you read out yours?
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got 4-3-3
Mm-hmm.
with Provedel in goal, Emerson Royal, Tomori, Bissek and Ruggeri,
Uh-huh.
Douglas Luiz, Coop Miners and Pellegrini
Uh-huh.
midfield, Rebic on the right, Kolpani on the left and Taremi up front.
Holy fuck, there are some that I forgot. Our midfield is exactly the same.
Yeah.
So Provedel, Royal, Bissek, Hummels, Theo.
Ooh,
Hummels got them knocked out of the Europa League.
sure, but he had
And
some decent
He
performances.
had some decent performance after he fell out with Juric. Juric benched him completely,
Yeah.
never played a game. And then he started playing under Ranieri and he was a bit, he made a couple of errors.
My logic for putting Tomori is that guy was meant to be the first centre back on the team sheet and he ended up not even featuring under two coaches.
That's very true,
You
to
know?
be honest. That's
Like he
very
was
true.
playing Gabia Pavlovic, he was playing Chow over him. He literally became at one point fourth choice Tomori.
Mm.
You know?
It is true. And
Yeah.
he also had a few red cards,
Yeah.
which I didn't like. I think Theo has to be there, though.
You're right.
I think Theo has to be
You're
there
right.
over Ruggeri.
Yeah,
way
yeah,
higher
absolutely, to be honest.
expectations. You don't have to.
I've just changed them. I've just put them in there. We can agree on one team so we can discuss where they'd finish.
Okay. Coop Miners, Douglas Luiz, Pellegrini.
Yes.
So amazing. Nico Gonzalez, Taremi, Joao Felix.
I think Rebic and Kolpani are bigger flops than Nico Gonzalez. Joao Felix maybe. But he only had half a season. I mean, Rebic went to Lecce, bro. And-
Kolpani has to be there.
Yeah.
Rebic, because it's Lecce and he came from the Turkish league. I think Joao Felix might be
Rebic
bigger.
was playing for Milan just a season before, though. And then he arrived
Yes,
at
and he
Lecce,
looked like-
30 years old, like
and he
31
looked
years
like
old.
he was playing in Wellington, to be completely honest.
No, but
I'd go. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Look, compromise.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you instead of Nico Gonzalez, Kolpani. But let's take Joao Felix. Joao Felix, bro, is a player that's been signed for 100 million euros.
Yep.
He has a combined transfer fee of God knows
Yes.
how much.
You know who the player is who has the highest combined transfer value?
Shut up. Lukaku.
No, he's second, Lukaku.
Neymar.
Neymar, exactly.
Followed by Lukaku, probably followed by Morata, and then Joao Felix.
Morata's somewhere up there, yes.
Christ. So shall we go Provedel in goal. Back four, who we going? Royal, Bissek, let's change Hummels for Tomori,
Mm-hmm.
and then Theo.
And then Theo, okay. Coop, Pellegrini and Douglas Luiz, we agree.
Kolpani, Taremi, Joao Felix.
Kolpani, Taremi, Joao Felix. okay.
Who's the manager? Who's the manager?
The manager is Juric. No?
Juric, De Rossi, who
Mm.
flopped as well, to be fair. Fonseca.
Fonseca, so they beat Real Madrid.
Thiago Motta.
Thiago
It
Motta.
has to be Thiago Motta.
But it's not as bad as De Rossi and Juric. I mean, remember, Motta had them quite steady. Towards the end, he lost quite a few games. He got trash.
Fair enough.
I think Juric has to take it, man. He was
Let's go Juric.
absolutely terrible.
Let's go Juric.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, please.
course.
How much did you pay for Emerson Royal?
That's a great question. I think
Because I'm trying
I
to
think
deduct.
almost 20, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to deduct what a flop is because what did you expect?
So we discussed this actually. We tried to define flop before, but Emerson, to be fair, how much was bought for? 15, 20?
So Emerson Royal was signed for 17 million.
17 million. That's a flop, man.
Yeah,
to
that
me.
is a flop.
That's
That
a
is a
flop.
flop. That is definitely a flop. Okay,
For Milan, it's a lot of money.
that is clarified.
For someone who just turns around when he gets the ball and just passes, plays the perfect through ball for their striker.
I've never in my life seen anything like that. Not even when watching Maltese football, bro. Have I ever seen mistakes that blatant?
He must have like crippling attention issues or something, you know.
Or like-
even when he gets the ball, the way that he positions
feet
his
move,
body,
man.
like I'm like, holy
So
fuck,
not
what's he gonna
confident
do?
like at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. it's almost like he tries to do these complicated things without having the basics nailed out. Genuinely, bro. Genuinely, I've never seen a worse player wear the Milan kit.
He's running before he walks. Like.
Exactly, bro. He runs until he leaves the ball behind him.
Oh.
But check him out, huh? With the man of the match award.
Against who?
I don't remember.
Fucking
Como, against Como, dude.
Congrats, Emerson. You were awesome, bro. My God, I can't stand the sight of him, I'm gonna be honest.
I mean, thankfully he came at a time where, like, you know, Milan just had a bad season overall, so it's not like he ruined it, you know what I mean? Like, I think Theo ruined the season more than Emerson
last season was a fucking nightmare.
It was a nightmare.
There
So I
was
can't believe
Emerson
there's 38
Royal,
games of that.
Emerson Royal, Morata, our front three to choose from before we signed Santi Jimenez, who came in and looked still injured, were Morata, Tammy Abraham, Jovic.
Yeah.
Morata, Tammy Abraham, Jovic. Whatever.
Yeah.
Anyways.
On to the
Joey
next
D,
one.
baby.
Joey D, winner of the
Yes.
Serie A Spotlight
Fantasy League.
Fantasy League. Am I right there? I'm right.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is question number 3. Well, not really a question, but he has sent a lot of over/unders.
Yes.
So you guys are gonna go through them one by one. They're all on screen right now.
You're
however,
joining
so-
us for this one, Anik.
Oh, really?
Of course.
Great. I'm gonna be. This is like Chinese to me or something.
Shit.
I'm sorry. I don't know who Chivo is.
Kivu.
Oh, Kivo.
Kivu is the new Inter manager.
My
he
bad,
was
Kivu.
previously an Inter player. He used to
I
coach
see.
Inter's youth teams, and last season he came in to coach Parma for like their last 10 games, 12 games of the season, and he saved them from
pretty much.
relegation.
Yeah. As a player, he was kind of famous and well known for his crash helmet. He used to wear like the Peter Cech helmet.
The Peter Cech one. Yeah.
Romanian gentleman.
Yes.
Okay.
Not many high hopes for him because it's the first season in around 9 years that Inter don't have Conte or Inzaghi.
Inzaghi, yeah.
So
Okay.
Lamb to the slaughter, it seems.
So the over/under is 25 games as manager. Quite intense. So I'm gonna listen to you guys talk, then I'll give my answer.
Okay.
I guess.
I think that Marotta, sporting director of Inter, is aware that this is a moment of transition, and in the moment of transition there could be a season where particular goals aren't met. With that being said, adding disruptions to that period of transition could often have a negative influence on the team. So I think Kiev will be respected unless it's an absolute shit show or a disaster. I think he'll see out 38 games as manager, Kiev. I'm not saying they're going to challenge for the league. I don't think Marotta's expecting them to challenge for the league. It's a clear transitionary period. I think top 4 is a goal. I think with Inter's squad having so much familiarity around each other, with them making certain signings like Bonnie, like the number 6, forgot his name, Sucic, and if they sign a Leone of sorts or someone like that, I see Inter making top 4. I think Kivu will definitely get over 25 games.
I think what might save Kivu to coach more than 25 games is actually the pride of Marotta and Inter to kind of not accept that they've potentially made a mistake. They've denied the fact that Kivu wasn't the first choice. They said, we've always wanted Kivu, he's the right man for the job, and they've really been pushing that narrative. However, I really see a situation where Inter are in a bit of a rough patch, and the fans get rowdy and noisy, the pressure starts to pile. You've got some players that you have to take care of. You've got the likes of Barella, you've got the likes of Lautaro Martinez. You can't have an unacceptable finish in a season and stick to a manager who's not achieving results or who's lost the dressing room. So I'm going to say he doesn't get 25 games as a manager.
Ooh. Guess who decides it all?
Okay. So I'm logicking this one out as a person who watches football, obviously, in the Premier League. Soon Serie A, right? Soon begins, right? Right? We'll soon get there. My logic says that it will probably be the case that it will be over for me. And
Okay.
with the logic that I've kind of deducted, I think, he's had preseason, right? So that's
Mhm.
already one up on top of what I would compare to United, who have given Ruben Amorim no time with players. Now he has a preseason. Hopefully we see a result. If not, I think it will be goodbye. But I think they'll give him a whole season. I think, and I don't think it will be as disastrous as everyone thinks it will be. I don't know. I think like a lot of people are seeing it as like, okay, they were so dominant under these two managers, it's going to be a disaster. Like, I think there will be change. Do I think they'll win Serie A next year? No, but who knows at this point? But I think it won't be as disastrous as everyone is thinking it's going to
They're
be.
closing in on Lookman. They've agreed personal terms with him. That would be a great signing. It depends a lot on obviously the quality players that he brings in. But he has a squad, huh?
He still has a squad
to work
And
with.
they've got muscle memory, right? They've been playing together, these guys, for a while under the same manager. So some maneuvers and all that won't be drastically changed. You know what I mean? It'll be there. However, I will say that I can foresee a situation where, in the event of a disaster, like 4 winless games in a row, they're cut off from the top 10 points behind 20 games and they panic sack him, you know.
And they bring in a Spalletti who's now on the market again.
Exactly.
Top 4 specialist, won the league at Napoli, has coached Inter before, took them essentially out of the banter era back into the top 4, looking for a job.
Yeah, exactly. And
I
you
think
never know
that's a
who might become
possibility.
available at the time. So
Exactly.
maybe they bring in Motta. Who knows? Who knows what happens? Yeah,
Another
very
Inter
interesting.
legend, of
We'll see.
course.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Only time will tell. Next one is Luka, 9.5 goals.
This is
I've
really tough.
really played around with this in my
I've
head
been changing
because
it non-stop.
It's because of game time.
Yeah.
But I'm going over 9.5. You know why?
Why?
The main thing is I'm gonna back him because I genuinely believe in him and I don't want to be that guy to count him out from getting 10 league goals this season. He has one problem. His name is Romelu Lukaku.
His name is Romelu Lukaku.
Albert Goodmanson would have loved that one, bro. Context: Albert Goodmanson liked our post.
Yeah,
of,
the Lukaku.
Lukaku, Lukaman.
Yeah, Lukaku man.
I'm gonna go over, and if the management decides, or like let's say Lukaku gets an injury at some point and Luka starts up front with Raspadori, that could be something. That could really be something.
Yeah. I really thought about this. So last season, Luka managed 8 goals in Serie A. In total, he's on 20 goals and 6 assists in 70 games in Serie A. So him scoring over 9.5 goals would be his career
Best season.
right? While I do think that he is capable of improving on last season, I also consider the fact that he's going to be the backup. And it's a contest system where you're not going to be pushing for smashing every team. You know, you're going to be playing smart and you're going to be defending leads. And he's mostly going to be utilized, I would think, as kind of a utility striker where he holds the ball up, releases the players around him, you know, waits for his teammates to catch up, to hold up play. So I think he will score exactly 9 goals, just beneath the
Something
threshold.
like that. If he
So
gets
under, I
over
think.
9.5, it's not going to be 15, you know.
Yeah.
It'll be 10, 11 goals in my eyes.
And he needs to settle right into this environment.
He
It's
needs
the
to
biggest club
settle.
he's ever played for.
He needs to settle, but the thing is, they signed Luka, 6'6", 6'7" striker, technically gifted, great in the air, strong, intelligent, and at the same time they signed Noah Lang, they signed De Bruyne, and they're signing all these guys around him. He has the service.
He has,
man.
and
had
he
absolutely
managed
no
8 goals
excuse.
at Udinese, being served by only Thuvan.
Bro, he had to fucking
Yeah.
like BJJ fight Tuvan for a penalty, like to score a penalty.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he would have had 7 goals, you know.
Bro, that's a very good point. The service is gonna be crazy for him.
Nick, so
Okay.
I said yes, Jake said no, so again
Guys,
we're
you
gonna
need to
go
stop doing this shit, man. I'm gonna look like a wanker even more now. And you guys are joining me with you, I think. like one of you has to join me with you at this point, because it's either yes or no. So, Lorenzo Lucca, remind me, he's 25?
Roundabouts, I
around
think a
about
bit younger.
2000s.
He's a 6'6" striker.
Luca, it's giving me the age of the city. 1 second.
Bro, since since Pangea or what?
He's 24.
24, okay.
Banger, bro.
Oh yeah, okay, close enough. Ara, I think, I don't know, man. For Napoli, you think
Now,
over?
typically the starting striker is Lukaku. Sometimes
Exactly.
they start Lukaku
Will
up
he
there with
be-
Raspadori. Last year they didn't have a vice. Cholito, who's Diego Simeone's son, Giovanni Simeone, flopped as a substitute. He barely got any minutes. Now
Okay.
they have an adequate replacement for him. The thing is, he's more in his prime than Lukaku. Lukaku fits the system. I would say Luka has more of that youth and firepower and desire
Okay.
to his favor.
Okay.
Last season, Napoli scored 59 goals. Just for context.
Yeah, I don't know, man. He really have to burst onto the scene even more than he already has for him to really.
Yeah.
I don't see over, like, I don't see 10 goals or more.
To be fair,
To
you guys
me.
are selling me a bit on it, but I'm gonna back my guy.
I wish to see it because I think it would be really freaking cool. Like, you know
would
what I
be.
mean? Like, and especially challenging Lukaku for game time would be insane. And I do think most likely Conte will take a lot of advantage of like a young player who wants to break out, and I think he will give him a lot of play time.
In 20 minutes to go, you need a goal. Spam crosses, bring in
Yeah,
Luka.
literally,
It's a cheat
literally.
code,
It's a cheat code.
literally.
I'm very excited to watch Napoli for that reason as well. In fact, just to see how that goes along. But in fact, in general, Napoli is probably the team I'm looking forward to watch the most.
They're,
Same,
they're,
same,
they're
to be
building a
honest.
team
Same.
of the coolest players in the
Literally,
league.
bro. Like,
Bro,
not even like on
Scott
skill. They're just
McTominay,
cool.
Kevin
Yeah.
De Bruyne, Lobotka.
Oh, they've got
in
Vanya
midfield.
now in goal, man. Are you taking
Vanya,
a piss?
Milinkovic, Savic,
Oh,
Belkema.
piss off,
Can you
man.
imagine
My
a
favorite.
corner?
It's literally Napoli are my favorite. Like individually, my favorite team in the league. Like
Me too,
Imagine they're like trailing, and you've got Lukaku and Luka in the box. You know, just
Done,
crossing
bro.
to those guys.
Done.
Jesus.
Historically, Napoli always have such a fucking cool team.
They
eh?
do always.
Always,
From
yeah,
Cavani,
always,
Lavezzi,
always.
Hamsik, all those guys. Yeah.
Final verdict for me. I think Napoli are gonna smash it. I'm torn between this, but I'm gonna say under.
Very good.
Bless you.
My God. You
Wow.
got that?
Was that a sign?
Yeah.
Was that a sign? Was
Jesus,
that
I almost twisted that testicles. I swear on my
bro?
life.
Testicular torsion. No.
Oh God.
That's
Okay.
a nightmare. That.
Next one. Como 8th place. Over or under?
I'd love to be the guy to say over
Under,
here.
under.
But I'm gonna
Has
go.
to be
I'm gonna go under. I don't think they'll be too far. Huh?
I don't
I
think
think
they'll
they'll
be
do
too far.
better than 10th. I
Yeah.
think they'll do better than 10th.
9th.
9th or literally 8th.
Yeah. Yeah.
Between 9th and 8th.
I don't think they'll qualify for Europe. I think like it's 7th Conference League.
Mm,
I mean, they are the team they are the most likely underdog to do it.
exactly. Their second half of the season
Yeah.
was ridiculous.
And their team now is absolutely unreal.
so good.
It's stacked.
So good.
Yeah.
And now they're getting Morata,
Exactly.
which
So
helps them.
it helps them finish below 8th.
It helps them finish below. No, but
He'd be a dream for Fabregas.
I think we
considering
can-
the movement and the fact that he loves his number 10.
for sure.
Yeah.
And he's a leader as well for a young, very, very young
Yeah.
team.
So we agree here under.
I'll go under.
I will go. So under means 9th, like 9th and
Yeah, 9th
Uh-huh.
or below.
I will go under as well. I would love to see Como, as you guys said, like they're building a pretty cool team as well. I think they're like of like the more mid table. I think they're building a pretty cool team too,
Mhm.
like a team full of like swag, full of the veterans, like, you know what I mean.
Paz, they've got fucking insane young players, bro. They've got Paz, Diao, Baturina,
Baturina, exactly. And there's a new one, Rodriguez or something.
Rodriguez, the Betis one.
Yeah.
Christ on a bike, bro.
Christ.
On a bike.
tricycle.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Next up,
Next up, Romano Mussolini, 1.5
Immobile,
appearances.
there's Immobile, 7.5 goals. Or did I not add that?
I'm not sure if I have that. Let me
That's
double
fine,
check.
bro. I had
It's okay.
such a long day today, so I might have forgotten to send you some questions.
Yeah. So Immobile, you want to read this one
Yeah,
out?
Immobile.
Immobile. Yes, I don't know what the
7.5 goals over or
Yeah.
under.
So we're talking Ciro Immobile, all-time top scorer of
Of
Lazio.
Lazio.
We're talking about a player over here who has 201 goals in Serie A, We are
Top
talking
10
about
in history.
a player who is currently 35 years old.
Okay.
I'm going obviously for Bologna, who
Mhm.
have Castro up front. If he stays,
If
it
he
does
stays.
seem like he will
Yeah.
be staying. They also have Dalinga, who kind of flopped a little bit last season, just the singular goal, I believe, for Dalinga. I think we will be seeing more of Immobile than we might think.
Mm.
But I don't think he'll get 7.5 goals. I think I'm gonna say under here, man. Round about 5 goals, 6 goals is what I expect from him.
I'm going over.
You're going over.
I'm going over. At first, I didn't think I would, but then the more I thought about it, the more I kind of thought that, like, listen, this is Italiano's Bologna, you know. It's true they might be weakening as it stands, but they've got a sporting
Dore,
director who
Orsolini.
will probably sort them out. You know, they've got Atalanta's former sporting director. His name escapes me right now. But yes, I think that Immobile is a player who scores over 7.5 goals every single season. Even last year in the Turkish Super League, I know it's not the same level, he scored 15 goals. You know what I mean? I think he's very capable. I think he'll be on penalties as well, which will help. And I think considering the amount of competitions he'll have, he'll play quite a few games, and maybe he will stat pad against the lower teams. I think he'll manage over 7.5 goals.
You've charmed me.
Have I? Really?
You've charmed me. You've
Excellent.
charmed me.
I would say, I don't know, man. 35, man. If he's 35 and scoring more than 7 goals, send him to United, bro. Bro, because not even people who are in their prime can score that much here at our club. Anyways, for that reason, I will say we give him over. Sure, give him
I'll
over.
I'll go over as well.
Excellent.
I'll go over as
Go
well.
on, Immobile. Go on.
Go
Come
on,
on,
son.
Ciro.
Go on. All right. Romano Mussolini.
Yeah, over 1.5
0.5
appearances.
What is that about? Why is that so like that's so up?
Because
Not
it's
up-
Mussolini's grandson.
You think
bro,
it's gonna cause that much
the founding
drama?
father of
No.
fascism in the.
No, I think wait, holy shit, there's another Romano Mussolini that comes up. I need the footballer, bro. So last season he had a very, very good season at Juve Stabia, where he
Allora.
played 33 games,
Juve Stabia did brilliant.
and they did very well. They got to the playoffs, and he was a key player for them. Now he's been loaned out to Cremonese.
Oh, easy over.
Easy over.
Easy over.
for
Way
sure.
Easy over.
For
I
sure.
assume the whole point is for him to get a mention right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But fuck it. He's his grandson.
Yeah.
Like he's not him. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I mean, Lamine Yamal had a party recently that was much worse than anything.
Yeah,
this guy did.
exactly.
He just needs to watch how he celebrates. That's all. Like,
Yeah,
don't do
that's
something.
Exactly.
Be very, very careful.
Be very
with your
careful,
celebrations,
like-
Romano.
Be very careful.
Have you ever seen Di Canio's celebration?
No.
Literally,
we'll show you
what
after
you're
this.
thinking, that.
That,
Oh,
yeah, like,
Christ.
Straight up, sprinting full speed.
Bro,
Christ on a
like-
motorbike.
Christ doing a wheelie.
This one's interesting, huh? The next one.
Berardi. 15.5 goal contributions.
Hardest one.
Goal
This is the
contributions.
hardest
Over
one.
or under?
This is the hardest one. What stops me from saying with complete certainty over
This is fitness.
is his fitness.
Agreed. Last season, he had 6 goals in Serie B and 14 assists in
Because
29
that's what he
games.
does.
Yeah.
That's what he does.
Yeah.
And he was out for like half the fucking
Yeah,
season.
29 games only he played. I mean, you look at Berardi's career stats as well. He's on 122 goals, 83 assists in Serie A.
He's,
I do think, however, that physically he might not be totally up for it. However, man, you know, when you're in Serie A, you play to a different level than when you're in Serie B. You play up. You play up to your
but 2
opponents.
seasons ago, he did this.
He managed.
You know,
exactly.
he was. We
Yeah.
chose him as their top, and he played half a season.
Yeah. That's it. That's what I'm saying. Literally,
Uh-huh.
I'm saying like he will probably do it. Do I think he'll do it right now? No. Would I be surprised if he does it?
And
No.
I'm
You know?
like that. I am gonna go with. Now, I hate how it's 15.5 and not 14.5, Joe. Because this means we're saying 16. You know,
Yeah.
16 is closer to 20 than it is to 10.
Think about it. Will he do 8-8? 8 goals, 8 assists?
Yes.
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 He's
Come
he's
on,
set pieces.
Mimmo, come on, Mimmo.
He'll be a key player. I mean,
You know what it is? I think he'll easily get 10 assists.
fair. And then he'll get like
Get 6 goals.
6 goals.
Oh, is it his on pens?
I'll say no. I'll say Berardi this year.
Nee.
Again, guys, stop doing it. Wow, but low key, amazing for your podcast. Like,
Yeah.
if you're all in agreement, don't be so like. You know
I
what I
mean,
mean? Like,
that's been 5 seasons of me and Jake agreeing on the pod.
Yeah.
Now
Yes,
we've finally formed our own personalities.
I think you're doing well for the content. I think
Nice,
you're
excellent.
creating teams.
Clearly, great questions from our patrons. Huh?
Fair. I mean,
Yes,
$3.99
very
a
good.
month.
Joey D, man. What
Very good.
a fantasy player.
Um,
What a Riddler.
I will say over. I think it's
Come
very
on.
doable. I think it's very doable.
Come on, Mimmo.
For the
Mimmo.
if it's a very key player, then why not? Like
Mm.
why not? Just go for it, dude. just
Just
like
go for it, just do
yeah,
it.
bro, go do
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
How old is
Yeah.
Berardi nowadays
I
anyway?
think it's like 33, is he?
Oh, that changes.
He's 30.
He's
30.
30.
Wow, he seems so much older.
Because he's been around, bro. I
He's-
remember him at Juve,
Yeah.
like as a
Man,
youngling.
yeah. 30, yeah.
I think he can.
Injuries have ravaged him a bit recently, but
Still such a great. Like
yeah.
I will die on the hill that he would have been great at Milan. Great.
Possibly, you never know. But
Next
yes.
up.
Next up, and this is the last one on
Yep.
my list. Yerry Mina, 1.5 red cards.
Easy
Over or under?
Easy
Over,
over.
over.
Easy over.
Over.
He gets 1 for absolutely destroying someone, getting 2 yellow
Exactly.
cards.
And then one for another.
And then he'll get 1 for dissent.
Exactly.
He'll get 1 for dissent.
For
He'll
the
get
story.
1 for having an annoying personality.
Exactly.
And I love that
And
about
for being
Yerry.
against Castellanos. Like.
You know what's funny? His name is Jeremy, now, bro.
It's true, because the Y is
That's the Y in
Ah.
Colombian, isn't it?
So it
Like,
should
yeah,
be
that's-
George Mina, no?
George Mina. You got me there.
Yeah, that's that.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you to Joey D for these amazing questions.
Joey Dick.
Okay. So next question comes from Matthias.
My
Oh,
guy.
yeah.
Love
In
Matthias.
honor of the off season, what's your favorite wine to drink on vacation? Also, he wants to hear Matt's thoughts on the Oasis gig.
I love this question. I
So,
love this question.
favorite wine to drink on vacation? I do this. Hi, 1 pitcher of House Red, please. And you get like the local stuff. And in Italy especially, you always want the local stuff.
Mhm.
So House Red isn't even a bad shout, you know. Like
Mm.
I must admit, I'm not much of a wine guy. I don't know anything about the freaking grapes or the regions or anything like that. But House Red has never disappointed me so far.
Uh-huh. We are red.
Yeah.
Red wine,
red.
guys. My favorite reds and my favorite wines overall are Chianti and Valpolicella. I love them as
Who do
red
they play
wines. You can go if you go to Florence. You can actually tour Chianti and they get you fucked up so that
Yeah.
then you go to the store and you
And you
buy
just buy
everything
kegs
they own,
of
bro.
wine, yeah.
Me and Key bought so much, bro. We got destroyed. And Valpolicella's delicious. The cheaper one, not the more expensive one. But then I'm not gonna lie. In summer, I like a fucking cold white wine that you're in your fucking shirt. It's open. You're till you almost your belly button. Like you've got a cigarette in one hand. Your sunglasses are on. Sun-kissed. You're a little bit red. You know what I mean? And you just go over, grab a bottle from the ice bucket, you pull it out, you hear the ice clink, but it's dripping everywhere. You're getting the tablecloth wet, doesn't matter. It's fucking
Because it's
summer.
gonna evaporate
It's
immediately.
gonna evaporate immediately. Like you pour it in, you pick it up, swirl it around, take a sip, nice and cold, fresh in your mouth, delicious, bro. And my favorite too. So when it comes to reds, I go for Italian. When it goes for whites, I go for French. So I go. I go for Sancerre and I go for Chablis. And you know what that means? It means that on my whites I spend over €45 in a restaurant.
Yo.
Sancerre and Chablis, bro.
Hey, big spender.
Fucking.
What about you, Nick? Are you a wine guy?
I am a wine guy, more of a beer guy, but like
Fuck
yeah.
there is the occasion where I'm like, yeah, I'd like a glass of wine. I actually we had a glass of wine recently. I think on my first episode it was.
Yes, we did drink.
We had a glass of wine and it was so nice. And I was like, damn, like I don't usually drink red, and I drank red that day. I was like, I can change today.
Mhm.
Like this is a moment of change for me, and it was very very nice.
We
I'm
let you on
more
cigarettes. I'm just
I'm more of a I'm more of a white, I think, because I've drank more whites in my life than reds, but I'm starting to convert. I think my palate is starting to appeal more to the reds as well. So
it doesn't need to be Messi or Ronaldo, brother.
no,
Enjoy
you
them
can
both.
dibble dabble in both. You know
The
what I
whites,
mean?
the reds, the blacks, anything.
That's phenomenal, bro.
Yeah.
But my thoughts on the Oasis gig, brother of mine. In my life, I never thought I'd go to like a proper 90s rock concert for obvious reasons. Like I was born in 1997. Like when you spend that amount on a concert ticket, you're like, what the hell am I doing? Like they're nearing 60 kind of thing. They're probably gonna fight and they won't even perform. But man, firstly, the Verve were opening, which is insane. Bangers on bangers on bangers. But the second these 50-year-old motherfuckers came on, the place was bouncing for 2 hours. Everyone jumping up and down, beers flying in the air. Performance great, man. Genuinely like good voices. Just a 10 on 10 experience. My only complaint would be on a decision I made, which was to get a little bit too drunk during it, close to blackout drunk, which means
It's never a good idea.
I enjoyed it more. I had a blast, bro. We're going mental. I was throwing wine on people. We almost ended up fighting with this guy in front of us. But we all just fuck him. We're at a rock concert. You're giving me looks because some wine fell out. You look behind you. Everyone's drenched in beer. Pussy. Where was I going with this?
God knows. No, but you were saying.
I got way too drunk,
Yeah.
so I don't remember it too well. So I don't remember the feeling too much, man.
Oh, good.
Did you take videos?
I have so many.
Oh, there we go.
I don't like filming a lot because
That's fair.
it was bouncing and like it was like a constant mosh pit, so I was scared of dropping my phone. But we're with some friends who kept on filming us. And I have me, Theo, and Jamie, my two best friends. We're just, whenever the camera pans to us, we're just all in each other's arms, bro. And it's so cute, like, man.
Yeah.
But yes, Matthias, I would pay double to go again, so
Damn.
consider going.
Very nice.
Very nice. Oh, interesting question. I was waiting for the part where like one of the Oasis guys score like a top bins goal or something.
There. I think Noel was on the board of Manchester City.
Oh,
They
Exactly.
asked him,
you guys didn't see me there, but
Noel, are you happy? And he goes, mate, I've got 84 million in the bank. I'm on the board of Manchester City, and you're asking me if I'm happy? No, I want more. So good.
That's amazing.
So, next question, or questions rather, because there are quite a few in fact, comes from Tim.
Tim.
Tim says, firstly, are Atalanta, I was going to say Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Are Atalanta even going to finish top 8 next season without Gasp and Retegui?
He also, just to add, because I couldn't fit it all into that text, is Charles de Ketelare gonna turn into a pumpkin. Watch booty sweat Evan Ferguson be the Capocannoniere next year. Hashtag Gasp.
Oh,
So
yeah.
a bit of a hot take there as
Yes,
well. By Tim.
considering his Ferguson's career best is a grand total of 6 goals for Brighton in the
In my
Premier League.
opinion, super high ceiling.
Yes, no, he looks
Super
good.
high ceiling. He does look good.
And
Gasp
Now
loves youth.
he does, and he will rotate. He'll play everyone. So, for Atalanta to not finish in the top 8, it would have to be someone like. Okay, so look at this. If you assume that Milan, Napoli, Juve, Roma, Fiorentina, Lazio, and Bologna are all going to finish above Atalanta, they're still top 8. So I think it would be a massive drop-off for them to not finish in the
Did
top
you
8.
mention Fiorentina there?
Yes, I did. It's literally Milan, Napoli, Juve, Roma, Fiorentina, Lazio, and Bologna in no particular order, of course, but those are the teams that will probably finish ahead of them. Now, if you think Como would finish ahead of them, or maybe some surprise team like Torino or something, fair enough, but I don't think so. I think they will make top 8.
I said here still early, but 8th sounds about right.
Yeah.
I think literally around that I think they'll have a significant drop-off. I think losing Retegui and potentially Lookman
I think losing Gasperini, man.
from now on, getting to it as well, but I think their recruitment needs to be on point, and I haven't seen them move remotely. I haven't seen them move in the market. Not I haven't seen them move smart or anything like that. I haven't seen them move. And also with the loss of Gasperini, I feel as though all their players will be at least 10% worse on the pitch. So I think it will be a significant drop-off. This is another team that is going through a moment of transition. It's the same moment of transition Milan went through last year after 5 years of Pioli. These have around about 10 years of Gasperini. They were nothing before Gasperini. They were a below mid-table team.
Yeah.
He's the guy that helped push them up into the Champions League spot. So I think 8th is roundabout correct.
And apparently, Atalanta's director of football intelligence, bear with me, Gopaladesikan, has gone to Newcastle.
Okay.
So that's a big loss as well. Because of course their whole model has been so successful recently. It feels like now they're finally being picked apart. It never bothered me that players left Atalanta because they were always replaced in such a smart and sustainable way. But Gasperini and the sporting director seems a little bit.
They worked so well together,
Yeah,
man. It's a shame.
yeah.
And I'm just gonna reiterate the loss of Retegui, because for Serie A and for the Italian national team, it's fucking terrible, huh?
It is terrible for the national
For
team.
Atalanta, cool, you made
Yeah.
a profit of 40 something million.
Yeah. I
For
mean,
Retegui, his rags to riches story, fantastic. He was playing for some Argentine team,
Tigres or something. I don't know.
something like that. He didn't even play for
I don't
Boca.
think
I think he
Tigres.
was on loan from Boca.
Mhm.
So for his story, great. For Atalanta's profit margins, sure, great. For the national team, not great at all.
Yeah, agreed there. Okay, very good. I think we'll move on to the next.
Next question from Tim again.
Oh yeah.
Which team from last season goes down? Now, there was also a question. This was also asked by someone else. I think his name is Steve.
Steve.
I am going to just confirm it is indeed
Ilkulai.
Steve. He just gave you guys a relegation prediction. So I guess go through a few of the teams, not just one maybe.
Okay.
I think so. This is tough, but as it stands, of course, it's still early. These are not our official predictions. We'll be releasing a separate episode for that, right?
Yes.
I think as it stands right now, Lecce are in trouble.
I agree.
Even though I really liked what I saw from Kamardan, that friendly, he out-muscled fully grown adults to the ground, scoring a hat-trick there. He looked great.
Fully grown plumbers.
And they and they still have Kristovic as well as it stands, but he'll probably be off. But yes, their problem isn't solely. That's not the problem. The problem is servicing those guys. But yes, I think Lecce, Pisa, Cremonese.
So I have Lecce, Pisa, Cremonese as well. I think Cremonese can do it. And Pisa have Gilardino, great coach. I think Cremonese can do it. But at this point right now, as things stand halfway through the transfer market and in summer and whatever, right now I'll go Pisa, Cremonese, Lecce. But that can change. That is not my official prediction.
Yes.
When it comes to the team that I think, newly promoted team that will finish the highest, I'm going to go with Sassuolo.
Absolutely. Agreed.
Considering I said the other two are going to get relegated. It's where I think Sassuolo will finish somewhere around between 13th to 11th. Like, I think they're that good.
Oh, wow.
They'll be back. They're back now with Grosso.
You think so? I think I see them in like 15th, round about that area.
We're not far off from each other.
Yeah. Okay, there was also, I don't know if we want to allude to it now while we're on the topic, there was a question from Michele Pietro Paolo, our boy Michele. He asks, do you think that any of the three newly promoted teams have a chance to pull off... wait a second, he said newly relegated teams have a chance to pull off a double relegation like Salernitana did this year.
Newly promoted?
I did newly promoted. Shit,
You
I
know
have a
that
whole lot
happened
of
to me
prep.
initially, and then
Really?
I had to
Damn,
fix it.
man, all my prep useless. So okay, let's look at the relegated team. So we have Empoli, we've got Venezia, and we've got
Monza.
Exactly. So,
Look,
Empoli.
Venezia we can exclude.
Exactly.
Venezia
because
we can exclude. They've got good owners.
yes.
They've got a good project.
Empoli are a powerhouse.
Mm-hmm.
They have been floating between Serie A and Serie B for a while, and I don't see them going down to
And
Serie
they
A.
have very good relations with top clubs historically as well. I'm not saying it can't happen to them if they make the wrong moves. Look, it almost happened to Sampdoria, you know, and it's happened to top teams as well, strong projects and whatever. So I think from likelihood it goes Monza. I think it can very well happen to them.
But they're making moves, huh? They're looking quite ambitious as well. I don't see it, to be honest. I don't think a double relegation will happen with any of these teams. They're too established. The least of them, yeah.
Not a usual thing to happen. Let's put it that way.
I mean, look at this. If you just look at the estimated net worth of the teams as of 2024, Empoli are by far the weakest. By far, dude. Empoli's net worth is 17 million.
Okay.
You know, just to paint the picture, Monza 6.8 billion.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. Napoli, by the way, because it's family owned, 216 million only. Then you look at Roma, for example, under the Friedkins. It's 6.3 billion as well.
Jesus, okay.
You know? So
Look,
Empoli are a tiny team. However, when you look at Serie B, there are more teams at this level. Salernitana, who've just been relegated to Serie 3 to totally shit on my entire point, are worth 1 billion through Iervolino. So, yeah.
However, looking at how Empoli generates talent and through their youth system, a lot of players come up through the Empoli ranks versus how Monza have made their success from the Berlusconi project, the Berlusconi cash, and since Berlusconi has passed away, they seem to be somewhat neglected. And then you see the decision making that caused them to finish last, which was all on them from start to finish. How they offloaded Maldini, how they offloaded Juric, how they offloaded bloody Pablo Mari, how they offloaded Warren Bondo.
Yeah.
And they obviously sank down to last place and they got relegated. Seeing their decision making and seeing how typically their quality players are the ones that are paid for, essentially, I think from a footballing point of view, I see it happening to them the most. I'm not saying it's likely, but it is the most likely for Monza to get the double relegation.
Yes, out of the three, I tend to agree with you. However, I don't think it would be any of them, to be honest with you. But I mean, you look at their arrivals; they're doing something. You know, they brought in Obiang. They brought
Obiang was there last year.
Was he? At Monza, maybe they redeemed him.
No, sorry, he was at Sassuolo.
I think the problem with Monza was that they initially, to get promoted, they spent so much on like loan deals with obligations to buy and things like that. That all of a sudden their finances their books needed to be balanced, so they just offloaded. They panic sold everyone because that's the only thing. That's the only reason I can see for them selling everyone mid-season.
They had a big problem after when they initially got promoted and then they avoided relegation because they were like 11th place or 10th place or whatever. All of the signings they made, which were on loan with the option, if they don't get relegated, they have to buy certain players. So if they don't get relegated, they have to redeem Messina. If they don't get relegated, they have to redeem Colpani and all these guys. And they ended up spending a bunch of money. And they haven't been the same since then.
That's true. Why did you redeem it?
Why did you redeem it?
I think we'll have another one of Tim's questions because we've been straying a bit from Tim's.
We do have another one of Tim's questions. I just need to find it because the Michaela question was going to be last. But here we are. I think it was this one. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so can any team from the bottom half crack European places excluding Como? Which is interesting because did we just all agree that Como will be under?
Yes.
Under 8th place.
So, but my answer is no. but I see Torino improving with Baroni.
I agree.
Even though they got rid of Ricci, I see them improving.
I agree with you there.
Nice.
Absolutely.
I don't
So
think
it's a
them-
straight no.
It's a
Yeah.
So
straight
even
no.
even without Como, obviously, because we said like,
Mhm.
but there's some people that are expecting that. It's interesting to see.
Como are still the
Como-
most likely.
Como can shock the entire league next season. They have like a very unorthodox style that's very difficult to prepare for, and they kind of rely on individual brilliance at times, which
Good
will literally-
signings.
Yeah, absolutely. But like the individual brilliance gives you an element of unpredictability that you cannot
Yeah.
literally prepare for. Like Kakare last season as well
Yep.
had some moves, and Nico Paz playing some balls that like they're just improvised. You know, you can't train to prevent that.
And the movement on the ball
Yeah.
that they have, they're so fluid, man. They
And-
turn defense into attack really quickly.
And they are a team that is empowered. The players are happy to express themselves. They're comfortable. In most teams, man, if you try some crazy shit, you're gonna get shot on. The stadium's gonna groan. The players on the bench are gonna start flailing their arms, and your teammates are gonna give you snarky looks. At Como, there's this freedom of expression that's almost
So I
pushed.
thought about them. I'm reading that book, the Brilliant Orange, right now, which is
Yes.
a book about total football and the rise of Ajax and how they won 3 European championships in a row. What led to the Netherlands winning the Euros in 1988, and what led to total football, to the point that right now, if today you go to Amsterdam and you go watch a bunch of 13-year-olds having a kickabout, you'd be like, how do these teams move in that way? Because it's ingrained in them that they like to create space and attack space, and space comes out of nothing, and it's built around trust and freedom of expression. And when I'm reading it, I literally think of Como, the parallel that I draw. Like, what teams do I see playing like this in Serie A? I think of Como. I think of Inter, Simone Inzaghi's Inter to a degree because of how they swap positions around X, Y, Z. But Como, for such a young team, their average age is so young.
Yeah.
Like 19-year-olds, 20-year-olds, 21-year-olds, players like Nico Paz, who are so beyond their years tactically, how intelligent they are, how aware they are of their surroundings. It's so rare. And none of them are fucking show-offs. None of them are greedy. They all play for the team, and it's really, really rare. So I'd tip them to, not next season, but in following seasons. I think not only will they be in European competitions, but they can heavily push for top 4 in future.
If they play their card, they've got everything they need.
Literally.
They've got the pull, they've got the manager at the moment. Yeah, everything is looking good in Como.
Yep.
Great. Como wild card for next season, clearly.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now last question from Tim. Does the benefit Atalanta gains from losing Quadrado offset the irreplaceable loss of Lord Matteo Retegui?
Yes.
Phenomenal.
Um,
I mean, no.
I don't
brilliant.
have that much of a problem with Quadrado. I can understand how frustrating he is, but there's definitely utility over there because he's a walking free kick. You know, you give Quadrado the ball, you're probably going to win a free kick.
Yes, but if he slows the game down,
He slows
so
the
much,
game
gets
down.
ball, he's like,
The problem with
"Ooh,
yeah.
everyone, watch me! What am I?
A whole lot of random
He
things.
confuses himself. Quadrado. I think he plays too out wide to slow the game down in that way.
No, I think at this age, he's pretty much undeployable. Especially, Gasperini had the habit of bringing him on when they were chasing a lead. Like, I guess, alright, to win free kicks, but really. Yeah. Sure. Yes.
There's a meme, like, I just realized this is the Quadrado I'm thinking of. The one of when I was young and thought of it. 37, bro. I just looked him up right now. Bro, it's like, I heard the name Quadrado. And if someone can do that on camera just so they can see what I'm doing. Like I'm opening up the history books. Bro, that's crazy. That's crazy. Anyways.
Quadrado in his prime was bloody good.
Yes, he was. No, I remember names. Not names, but like everyone saying his name, like Quadrado. I didn't watch.
There was a goal that Juve scored in the Champions League. I believe, yes, it was against Bayern, where Morata got the ball. And fuck me, I've never seen Morata do... Like, sprinting through the middle of the pitch, going between two defenders, skipping another defender by putting the ball through his legs. And then he plays Cuadrado through. Cuadrado goes to finish, but he feints it. Neuer goes flying, like, bro. And then he finishes it into the top corner. Like, that is such a sexy goal. Go look it up, guys.
Yeah.
Juve Bayern.
Shout out Cuadrado.
Shout out Cuadrado.
So,
Streets will never forget, kind of guy.
exactly. So the next question comes in from Greta.
Yay!
Oh, Schlumper.
So
I think it's Schomper, bro.
Is it Schlumper?
Schlomper.
Sorry, Greta.
I
what
apologize for my brother, Greta.
Schlump? Yeah, I'm not gonna say. What are you guys alluding to in the?
I don't know, man. I thought it was her surname.
So it is Schlumper,
It's Schlumper.
and it's not
Yeah,
Schlumper.
but here we are outing. Might want to remove this.
Yeah, debate on whether this will stay.
Okay.
You're both red as tomatoes.
Schlomper. Schlomper.
Schlumper, fuck it. Greta, you Schlumper from now on. Oh my god.
Okay.
Okay.
Greta's question is,
Mhm.
what's your favorite experience watching Serie A in person? Favorite stadium or city to watch in also?
Now I haven't had many experiences watching Serie A live, as in mostly I watch Milan, right? So I can say that San Siro is an epic and theatrical and like it's just an amazing experience overall. It's an amphitheater, right?
Nothing like it.
Exactly.
For us, obviously.
Then when we went to Cagliari, we really enjoyed it, and that was the best way to describe it is euphoric, right?
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I've also been to the Roma Stadium. Absolutely beautiful.
Really good.
Beautiful.
Really good.
Especially like when the players walk out, when they sing the anthem, the
Roma,
flags
Roma,
are
Roma.
waving. It's a real vibe. Like the worst experience, the only bad one I've ever had is the Mappe watching Sassuolo. As in,
Yeah.
it wasn't a bad experience. It was fun in
No,
itself, you
we
know.
drank, you know.
But there's no home vibe at all. At all.
Zero.
Yeah.
Zero. I agree with Jay completely there. The Roma Stadium was really nice. Now, I watched them in a Europa League group stage match against Wolfsberger. So it wasn't anything crazy. And it's not even Wolfsburg, it's the Austrian Wolfsberger. Milan against Atalanta, that 2-0 victory with the Teo coast-to-coast goal. Birthday present from the love of my life was the best experience I've ever had in a stadium. As a Milan fan, the Cagliari beating Atalanta 2-1 with a last-minute Nicolas Viola header, bro,
Yeah, it
was
excellent.
something.
Yeah.
With
It was really
Petagna
nice.
sitting next to us.
Because it's you've got the spirit of an underdog, right? In the stadium, the celebrations mean so much more because it's totally unexpected.
I'd go so far as to say that when it comes to as a football fan,
As a purist.
that was the best
Yeah.
experience I've had in a stadium.
Yeah, some clubs, some stadiums I would like to experience, and I'm sure the vibe is absolutely incredible. Lecce, Napoli, Salernitana, Juve, Como, and Bologna.
Absolutely, completely agreed.
Bologna have a beautiful stadium with the tower in the middle, of course. Como have a fantastic vibe. Venezia we can add over there as well. I imagine it will be quite a similar experience. Juve, of course, have the most modern stadium in Serie A. It looks like an amazing stadium.
Speaking about that very soon as well, I'm sure.
Uh-huh.
Genoa, just historically.
Genoa, I've been.
You have been.
Yes,
you had
yes.
to eat a sandwich.
I had a terrible sandwich
Terrible
and had to pee in a hole
No,
in the
bro,
floor.
that
Sampdoria, but it's the same stadium.
Same stadium.
Yeah.
Okay, because you always.
Yeah. Because it was Milan away, and that was also a vibe, following the Milan Curva away. That was the season we won the league. You could tell from the beginning.
It was the season we won.
It was the
league.
first
Crazy. Brahim Diaz.
Brahim
goal
Diaz scored.
underneath Audero.
Exactly, 1-0.
Okay, next question comes from Dickwan.
Hit the Quan.
Am I pronouncing it
Yeah,
right?
Dickwan.
Okay, perfectly.
We call him Dicky.
Perfect.
I'm just roasting everyone today, man. Sorry, guys.
Okay, I must have missed it, so
Dickie Grishty.
it won't be on screen. But first manager sacked this season.
This is a
Oh,
one.
tough.
This is a
Very
tough
difficult.
one.
For me, it's between 3. And they are the 3 least qualified men in the league.
So I have. Okay, start.
So Parma's manager, remind me.
Cuesta.
Cuesta, yes, that's it. Cagliari's manager.
Pisacane.
Pisacane, yes, and Kivu. It's
And
between
Kivu.
those guys, I think, first to be sacked. I don't think Di Francesco nowadays is to be sacked early because you're always hoping with Di Francesco. You always like what you see with Di Francesco, you know, and he's at Lecce now. So you're gonna have hope. You're going to stick with him, but it might not be enough by the end of the season.
But I would agree with you if it were last season. I think after they saw him get relegated 2 years in a row, I think they reached the halfway point. Go, guys, what do we think? Yes or no? And they might be a bit more cutthroat with him. I listed him down as a potential option for being one of the first to get relegated. But I think with the city of Lecce behind him, there's something there. Camarda, energy, attacking
Vibes.
football. Yeah. There might be something there. I'm gonna go for Pisacane.
Pisacane.
I think it will be Pisacane, and that's not what I want to happen.
No,
Cuesta,
I think Cuesta's
feel
more
like
likely.
has a bit something to him, but man, these guys, like Arteta was birthed from Guardiola, you know, and now Cuesta was birthed from Arteta. So I don't know, there might be something to him. I'm just kind of completely taking it for granted that if you hire a 29-year-old, then it's then he's the one, like he's literally the messiah.
I'm gonna go as far as saying that it's too early for him. I mean, and Parma don't even have like, as in they have a decent team. Don't get me wrong, but it's not enough to get away with having a manager who's not ready. Now, I'm sure, you know, he has studied the ways of Arteta and worked with him very closely, but I mean, has Arteta fucking even won anything? You know what I mean?
No.
Right, yes.
No.
Right?
No.
So like
No.
all this clout, you know.
Did he not win
He
like
won
an
like
FA Cup?
either an FA Cup or
Or what's the shit cup
the
called?
The Community
champion
Shield?
the Community Shield, exactly.
Oh.
Or it could have been both, but I think it was one. I think it was the Community Shield.
Now, winning a shield would be cooler.
Winning a shield in 6 years of managing.
So you locked in Cuesta?
Yes, I'm looking
Okay,
at
and I'll
Cuesta.
look in Pisacane, the two newcomers. Sorry, guys. Next up,
So next up is still the Kwan, but your other
Hit the
states.
Kwan!
The Kwan, he's hitting it. Your other states, not questions. How are the Italian? Oh well, it is a question, my dumbass. The first word is actually how, and I'm saying it's not a question. How are Italian teams gonna cope in European competition since only Napoli are looking strong this season, in my opinion?
I think top four. So top four, there's Napoli, there's Inter, there's Atalanta, and there's Juve. I think Napoli, even though Conte doesn't have a great record in the Champions League, I think he has a much deeper squad nowadays to work with. So I think Napoli have a decent shot at doing something.
They're
over
definitely the best set-up team.
there. Yeah. Atalanta, forget it, and it shouldn't be their focus, even though they'll do their best, but entering the Champions League with Juric and with how things seem to be shaping up, they don't leave me full of hope. Juve will be Juve in the sense that they might make the round of 16, you know what I mean? I don't envision them going on a mental stretch. It depends. There's the Thuram link up front.
And they've got plenty of holes in their team. They need a defender as well.
They need to make signings.
Yeah, they do.
If
But
they
still-
make the signings, they can do it.
But let's assume, for example, that they fill in the gaps adequately, not sensationally, and with Tudor. Does Tudor inspire you for them to go on a potential Champions League run?
Not entirely. Not entirely.
right?
No.
I think they can play up to most opponents, but I don't think they might have enough to go over the line.
they also have some fantastic players.
They do.
Kefren Thuram
They have
and
game changers,
Yildiz
Yildiz.
are phenomenal. I think Cambiaso on his day. Keep in mind, Douglas Luiz and Cope Miners can be it next season.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Yeah.
And
And Bremer's back.
Bremer's back,
Yeah.
but I don't think Juve will do great. Inter.
Inter have the players who have been there and done that. And
Inter
then,
will do okay.
I think they'll be fine, but I don't think they'll go on a crazy stretch
Uh-huh.
because simply their coach isn't.
On the other
Hasn't been there
hand,
before.
on the other
Well, he's been there as a
hand,
player.
I think Bologna, Roma, and Fiorentina in the Fiorentina and the Conference League, Bologna and Roma in the Europa League.
Occhio.
I think
Keep an eye on them.
keep an eye on them.
I think
They'll
so as well,
They'll
I
do a
agree.
good push.
In the Champions League, I think Italian clubs are in a little bit of trouble, but I agree with you totally. In Europa and Conference, keep your eyes peeled.
Yeah.
Next question.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this comes in from Alan.
Alan.
Alan!
Oh, you
I
mean
thought of that
Steve?
as well.
Steve.
Alan.
So, got any insights, updates, or thoughts on the stadium situation? We got recent news about the Italian stadiums not being approved for the Euro 2032, while we also keep getting news about clubs having plans to do this and that. What do you guys think is realistic for the fans to expect, and what does it mean for Italian football in a bigger picture?
So for just to clarify for the listeners, only Juventus's stadium has been given the green light out of all Italian stadiums for Euro 2032.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Meets all the criteria, which could mean the views from certain sectors, the close proximity of the
Just-
stands to the
yeah.
pitch, the
In
toilets.
terms of infrastructure in general, it's not looking good
Uh-huh.
compared to the likes of England, Germany, and Spain.
And in fact, they're saying that Turkey might host it themselves.
The problem
because
is that
it's Italy and Turkey.
Yeah,
They're saying that
yeah.
Turkey will do it themselves.
the problem is that these teams don't own the stadiums.
That's the fucking
That's
problem.
a massive problem.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Because if you own the stadium and you can either invest in refurbishing the stadium or you sell the stadium, demolish the stadium, and then rebuild somewhere, but it doesn't seem like there is that option in place for Italian teams to explore. I have a little bit of an update on the Milan situation. If
Sure. Before we get into that, I'm just going to allude to why it's not possible for Italian teams to explore this. So, bureaucracy in Italy is unbelievable. Like, we can't even begin to imagine what a hassle it is to get anything done. There's politics. We're talking heritage protection laws, tangled ownership between clubs. Like, there's a whole lot of obstacles in the way. In fact, when Juric first arrived, he made it a priority. That Milan, San Donato is the future. Milan will get their own stadium. And as Alan said in a side note, which wasn't for the podcast, it was meant to be for the podcast, he got quite quiet now. He's not talking about it anymore, right? I don't think that much will change in the near future, to be honest with you, because this is what we have. Like this is what we're used to, right? You look at Roma and Milan; they've been talking about new stadiums for over a decade now. Over a decade.
So there are. This is one of the two main things that sets the Serie A apart from the Premier League. It's one of the things that the Premier League do better. It is the ownership of the stadiums. Therefore, the club make the ticket sales, which for me it's bizarre. It's bizarre that you can sell out a stadium and you don't get the majority of
The profits.
of the profits of the ticket sales, and it's crazy how there is one team who have by far the most scudetti in the league, who are the only team that own their own stadium. It's hello, and they're the ones that bought Vlahovic for 80 million. They bought Higuain for 90 million. Like it's not a good look at all. I'm not attributing all their success to that, but it's not a good look at all. For Milan and Inter, there has been a recent report from Gazzetta dello Sport that there's a little boost in the hopes of the start of the project, at least, and this isn't about the demolition of San Siro, but it is rather about Milan and Inter taking ownership of San Siro. What happens after that, I don't know. But there have been two key developments. Number one is that there was an appeal from the Simeazza committee, who sound like a pain in the fucking ass, to be honest. The Simeazza, they put together an appeal which aimed to block the sale due to the supposed historical importance of the stadium's second tier. The second tier has historical value. fucking what?
This is the hassle that we're talking
Julius
about.
Caesar took a wank in it or something with this second tier, man.
Wild.
But there's been a legal victory for Milan and Inter over there where the Lombardy Regional Administrative Court rejected that appeal. So that is great for the Milan teams. And apparently, Milan, Inter and the City Council have reached a near final agreement to sell the San Siro and surrounding land for 197 million, which is a valuation set by Italy's revenue agency. Now, how accurate, how finalized is that figure, whatever, I don't know. But at least this is some kind of development that has come out from the situation and something a little bit more black on white that allows us to see literally, okay, this is a potential figure, something we haven't really had before. There have been ongoing investigations involving city officials and real estate developers. The clubs and city want to keep the stadium within Milan to avoid losing the teams to alternatives like San Donato. The deal would allow the clubs to co-own and share the new stadium, splitting costs and avoiding San Siro turning into a derelict monument. Following that, and then there was a not so optimistic article from a journalist called Carlo Festa, who criticized the San Siro delays. He wrote this on the 20th of July 2025 from Il Sole 24 Ore. He wrote that Milan and Inter could be stuck waiting until 2050 if things don't change.
Wow.
Obviously, that's a gross exaggeration from his end, but he did write about Italian politics, outdated laws, and multiple opposing authorities which are suffocating the process, and how every time there's a shed of light on it and some hope, it quickly gets shut down in the next few months, if not the next few years. So
that's fucking depressing.
But those two developments
Yeah.
are big, and they're promising.
Yeah.
Are they gonna sort out the whole situation until 2032? Absolutely fucking not.
So there are 4 teams who own their own stadium
Okay.
in Italy. So we have Juve. They opened it in 2011. Sassuolo.
Not many ticket sales there.
Yeah. Sassuolo, of course, they bought them up in 2013, named after, of course, their parent company. Atalanta owned the Gewis.
No way.
And they've owned it since 2017. They bought it from the city and they're currently modernizing it to meet UEFA standards. That's what Atalanta have, and they're such a well-run club.
Yeah.
And then you have Udinese, who acquired a 99-year lease and completely redeveloped their stadium. So yeah, they kind of control it. And then you have Roma, Milan, and Inter, who've been trying.
Yeah. Okay, I didn't know that about. Sorry for the misinformation. I didn't know that about Atalanta,
Yeah. Apparently.
Udinese, and Sassuolo.
Yeah. It's not wide known knowledge, to be honest. But yeah, moving on.
Moving on. Okay, so we just had Alan.
Alan!
Now we have Steve.
Steve!
No. So yeah, moving on to Steve again. He did tell us about. He did ask us really about relegation, but we already went through that.
Yeah.
So thank you for that, Steve. Top 4 prediction.
In no particular order, I'm gonna say Napoli, Milan, Roma, Juve.
Oh yeah, but then that's too easy. Then no particular order.
You dropped
dropped
Inter.
Inter, yeah.
You son of. So interesting. You don't have any faith in Kivu.
Because from what I believe,
How
bro,
the tables have turned. I thought he was okay at Parma. You thought he was great at Parma. Now he gets the big move, and I'm more optimistic
he
about
did a
him
great
than you.
job at Parma.
Yes. I know.
You
I
know?
know. I know.
I think it's gonna be way too much for him. I think it's gonna be fucking unbelievable, for him. He's got the Champions League, the Coppa Italia, the league. He's got expectations to do well in all of them. Like you said that that they are aware it's a transition period, but that's not what they're saying. When the directors are being interviewed, they're saying the objectives have stayed the same. So he's definitely, if things go to shit, he's gonna be the sacrificial lamb. But yes, I think that as it stands, yes, Napoli, Milan, Roma, Juve.
But
As it stands.
what I'm gonna add to that is yes, as it stands, but I'm also foreseeing that Inter have a budget, and it's the first time in a fucking while that Inter have a budget. It's no longer Inter just bringing in players on a free, bringing in fucking Dzeko, Arnautovic, Taremi on a free, Thuram on a free, even though he really worked out for them. They actually have a bit of a budget, so they're bringing in someone like Sucic. They brought in someone like Henrique. We'll see what he's like. They need to bring in a defender, and I think they are the ones that will get Leoni.
Probably,
would be a phenomenal signing. I think he's ready now today to start at centre back for them. And this whole Lookman thing. If they manage to get their hands on Lookman is a game changer. He's a world beater, one of the best offensive players in the league. And he wants them. Personal terms have been reached. Atalanta signed him for way less than 40 million, so maybe they'll be willing to let him go for 40 million. I will go Napoli, Milan, Juve, Inter. Roma just miss out.
Okay.
Roma just miss out. Again.
I don't
So
see it.
far, as things stand.
Yeah. As things stand. I mean, we'll do another one of these later on.
Yeah. Okay. Next question comes in from Michael. Michael, what is the significance of yellow kits in Serie A?
So the reason that he asked this, because I really
Interesting.
summarized that for you, but Atalanta, Lazio, Inter, Juve, Udinese all have solid yellow kits in the past few years. That's the context that Michael added. He also said, might be a dumb question or my American ignorance. It's none of those. I think it's yellow apart from the practical visibility,
high visibility,
that it offers, and the good for marketing because it pops. You can put a nice logo on it and it like stands out for sponsors. It's also incredibly like, you know, the Milan teams are red and black, blue and black, and then there's Juve white and black. Yellow doesn't really clash with most things, but then it's also very, very iconic. There's Parma, who some of their in their heydays with some of the most iconic Italian Serie A players in history wore a yellow kit. Same with Chievo, for example. So there is a certain element of iconicness over there. I like that Milan have a yellow kit this year, for example. I'm wearing a yellow kit right now.
I love a yellow kit, and it's been going on since the 70s and the 80s in Serie A, where, for example, Lazio in the 80s had an away kit that was yellow. Juve in the 80s as well had yellow kits. I think that also it's the fact that when you have like Nike and Adidas and Macron and all these kind of brands, they often I think they like the idea of yellow, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, they might push a yellow concept for at least once a year, like somewhere in their kind of
portfolio.
Their portfolio somewhere. So I think that it's a combination of things. There's the practical thing, like you said, right? It pops, color clashes and all that, high visibility, but then it's cool, it's stylish, you know. That's it. Yeah.
Cool. Next question.
Yes.
This is actually the final question from Jiri.
Yiri.
I thought it would be Yiri, but I gave the first one a try. Sorry about that, Yiri. Are we going to see Atalanta drop down the table with Juric as new manager and departures of quality players? Is it an upcoming crisis?
Crisis, no.
Moment of transition, more likely.
Moment of transition, a bit of a red flag kind of moment right now as it stands, with the loss of some of the key members at the top. However, no, I wouldn't call it a crisis, because once again they are one of the most well-run teams in Italy.
And now we get to see, though, how much of that was Gasperini, how much of it was that Greek guy that you mentioned, the head of sporting, whatever.
Yeah.
There is a risk, but I simply think if Juric doesn't work, they'll get someone else. There's Thiago Motta who's available, there's Spalletti who's available. I don't think they're gonna die, you know.
Yeah, they've just played
They're
it.
gonna die.
Yeah, they've just played it really safe with this Juric signing, as we said maybe 3 episodes ago.
So safe it might be ignorant.
It's so safe. It's hard to tell if it's the smartest move or the dumbest move. For me personally, you move on from Gasperini, you move away, you move on to something better. You move on to someone who's got clear ideas for a project, and you start from the beginning. You don't try to continue from where you left off. That never works.
Yeah.
You go
Yeah.
for one of Gasparini's children. Juric.
I don't have high hopes for like where they'll finish the season, but I think they'll survive. I think they'll come out of it. They still have a great squad, and they have a bit of a budget now. 67 million from Retegui, potentially 40 million from Lookman. That's
And they sold Juric
107.
as well.
That's like 130 million they're playing around with. So
Yeah.
could be worse.
And finally, for the moment you've all been waiting for, it is time for the kit ranking tier list.
Oh,
Yay!
So, while I pull this up, do you guys want to explain our ranking system? Remember, it is
Yes.
S, A, B, C, and D. What do they stand for, guys?
So S, of course, stands for Saponara, who has devastatingly announced his retirement from football.
Crazy,
And he
man.
will be joining a team in Serie B on the technical board. Forever in our hearts, forever on our wall.
Yes, man.
The
yes,
Professore
yes.
del Calcio.
The fantasista of Serie A spotlight. He is the one of the guys that makes at least people like me and Jake love the game. So we're gonna miss him a lot, but we're glad that we managed to enjoy him and appreciate him, because it seems like not many people appreciated Saponara for what he is, apart from, you know, the fucking spot heads. Y'all know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
So S tier is Saponara.
Mm-hmm.
A
A-tier.
A stands
Ancelotti.
for Ancelotti.
Sure.
Exactly. B Bonaventura.
Bonaventura, excellent.
C is Cerci.
Juric.
And then D
is
dog shit.
dog shit. Yeah, that's it. That's perfect. That's it. That's the one.
Brilliant.
okay.
So how are we gonna do this, Nick? Are you gonna
So-
tell us like a team and we'll like
I'm
place
gonna
it
tell you.
somewhere?
I'm gonna tell you a team first. So
Okay.
we're gonna start off with Cagliari.
Ooh, okay. So Cagliari are here. Let's
No.
have a look. They've gone for like that same.
The double sponsor, man. That triggers
The
me.
double sponsor is gross, and they've also gone for the same like dotted pattern that they went for in the past few years, and like the really digital kind of look on the first sponsor, and then old pizzeria style on the second sponsor.
Yeah, I mean that's just the sponsor's logo, right? I mean they don't really have much of an option. It's always been like that. I think. Look, I don't mind. I like the colors. I like the kit. It's the
I like
sponsors
the
that kind
colors,
of
but
put
it's
it off
it's
for
it's
me.
horrifically done in my
Yeah.
opinion. Even the pattern, the fact that like it looks stained. It looks like you went to the beach and you got a bit too much
Yeah.
water on it and then left it in the sun, and it kind of stayed in that pattern.
Maybe that's what they're going for. The Sardinian sun.
Mm.
Sardinian day
It's
at the
either
beach.
Cerci or
I would
dog
put it
shit.
Cerci,
Let's
Cerci.
put it Cerci.
We're putting it in Cerci.
Yeah.
Confirmed.
Yes.
It's not dog shit.
Confirmed.
It is not dog shit. There it goes in Cerci. Now, the next one is Udinese. But unfortunately, Udinese's kit, it seems like the wank has gotten to it before us, like, because like the quote on it is like almost like Simeon Wanko just went and put his like his quote of the day. What does it say on it?
Io sono Friuli Venezia Giulia.
What does
Bro,
that
is it-
mean?
Is I am
That thing.
Friuli Venice Giulia.
Something in Simeon
and
Wanko
just
would
in
say.
case that wasn't enough, you've got another sponsor right dog shit. I'm
Man,
sorry.
man,
It's dog shit.
Straight to D.
Absolute dog
I like
wank.
what they're doing with the colors, but come on, that's a mess. That's a mess.
No. What is that sponsor? It has to go. It's a disaster of a kit. It's a disaster. One of the worst kits I've ever seen in Serie A.
I couldn't agree more, to be honest.
Yeah.
Thank you, Simeon Wanko, for influencing this kit.
Yes.
Okay, so next up is Fiorentina.
Fiorentina.
I quite like this one.
Yeah.
I like it.
Not to the point where I put it high.
I think
It's fine.
last year's with the color was a lot nicer.
Yes.
Just feel like it's same old really from
Oh,
Fiorentina.
but it's a classic. I mean, this can't be lower than a B in my opinion.
No. But I don't think it's higher than a B. What do you think? Do you think it's A? I don't think it's A. I think
There are cooler, but
Look, I don't want to just give it an Ancelotti because it's a purple kit and
No,
it's
I
the
think
vintage
I like the
Fiorentina.
harmony between the sponsor and the kit. I like the kappa and the minimal logo of Fiorentina. I like the white detailing on the side. But sure, I think a B is fair, bro.
I think
agree
a
with
B
you.
is fair, right?
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
B again?
There's some nice.
Bertolacci.
No, Bonaventura.
Bonaventura.
Bertolacci. 20 fucking million euros. What was it?
Madonna.
25, 20 something.
Something like that, bro. Not more.
My God.
I agree. I have put it in B.
Nice.
Amazing. So
Bonaventura.
next one is Atalanta.
Atalanta. It's a decent kit.
So, let me just off the cuff say what I like about it.
Uh-huh.
New Balance. New Balance kit brought to you by New Balance. You look at their away kit, which they've just launched as well. It's cool. It's different. It's
I like this
it's
kit.
a clean looking kit. The colors versus the color of the sponsor is what it is.
I agree.
Of course, it
Yeah.
would be nicer if either it was white with a black border around it, for
Yeah,
example, or
fully.
black with a white border or something. It would be a lot cleaner. But they're working with what they're working with. I really like the fact that it's brought to you by New Balance.
I like the thin stripe approach as well. I like the detailing on the sleeves at the end of them.
From what I know about New Balance, I think they could do a tiny bit better, man.
Hmm.
I don't
They
know.
started doing like running, like proper top tier running shoes that like ultramarathon runners are wearing. Wait, you're saying as a brand
As a-
in general
no.
on whole or on the kit?
As a design, I think it could be a bit nicer.
Mm.
Maybe I'm not seeing it in high quality, but like
Mm.
some of the lines, they looked a bit blurred almost. Like they weren't like fully. Let me zoom in again.
I mean,
Oh no,
I-
never mind. They're
it was
striped.
great.
Okay, interesting. No, maybe it's just the color that annoys me. The color of the
The colours
sponsor.
clash a
The
bit.
color of the
The colour of
sponsor
the
just
sponsor.
sticks out like a sore thumb.
Mm.
Yeah. But you know, I'll put this in Bonaventura.
I'll put
Yes.
it in
I'll put it in
Bonaventura as well.
Bonaventura.
Under
Mm.
Fiorentina though, still like Fiorentina.
I think
tops it.
I think ahead of Fiorentina.
I think just same
Yes.
tier. Shall we look
Okay,
at just
yeah.
same
so-
tier
so
as
yeah, based on
Fiorentina.
that.
So if I have
Playing
to
it
put them
safe.
all in order, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I'm
Fair
gonna
enough.
not-
I like
Fair
also their away kit, by the way.
Their away kit is really
Yeah.
nice. That like we're gonna give you the
Yeah, it's like the stripe. You know why? So it doesn't clash.
the stripes fading into nothingness,
Yeah.
like me in Malaysia. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, that's it.
It's fucking no. Tomorrow is.
That's crazy.
Let's not say where we're going because if people find out we're gonna be there, they might destroy us. You know where we're gonna
Yes,
be tomorrow.
yes, yes.
Okay, nice.
Yes, you're right.
All
Because of
right.
a certain viral video.
Mm.
Go
Should we go on to the next one?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, Verona.
Hellas.
Okay.
Hellas Verona.
This has something to it. This is
Mhm.
different. It's not exactly. I wouldn't buy this kit.
Can I ask you guys, how do you feel about kids with no sponsor? Because it doesn't feel right to me.
If it's clean, I like
It looks better, in my opinion.
I don't know,
I
man.
bought Jake and Atalanta kit once and I purposefully removed the sponsor and it looks fire.
I mean, sometimes sponsors are ugly, like we just said with Atalanta, where it's like, get that shit off. But sometimes sponsors are so sexy that you're like, oh
Yeah,
shit.
sometimes they really work. I mean,
Yeah.
some of the best Fiorentina kits, for example, like Nintendo, you know.
Mm.
That was
Crazy,
really cool.
crazy. Have you guys ever seen the Atletico Madrid one of Spider-Man?
Yes,
That-
bro.
that one is
yes,
lit.
yes,
That
it's
one is
dope.
lit.
It's dope. What do we think about this? I'm torn between, something a bit different, that's nice, or what are they doing?
I'm not a fan of
I'm
what's
not
going
a fan.
on down
I'm
there.
not a fan either.
That's Church, yeah.
I'm not
That's
a
churchy.
big fan either. I think in the Cagliari one, together with Cagliari, I think it works.
You know what it is? They went for kind of a minimal approach
Yeah.
on top, and then at the bottom they just put those random lines. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not a
yeah.
fan. I think it would
Patterns
have been
don't
better going for
match.
something minimal all around. Right?
It's almost like the Chelsea one last season.
Yeah.
Like where they, I mean, Chelsea went a bit too over the top with their lines, and then so I don't know what's this stripe shit that just looks like skid marks or some shit. But I don't know what the trend is, and I don't get it. So
I don't know if they're trying too hard or not trying at all.
Exactly.
Because this is, bro, on Fantacalcio, there's this. This is like literally, I'm seeing there's a default
yeah.
kit which you could.
It's true. It looks even worse in person.
Yeah,
Alright.
disaster. No, Chi.
Yep,
Cheer,
it goes
cheer.
to Chi. So next one is Inter. I do not feel about this one. So electric blue. so like in your face blue,
You know-
but it's
you know
also a
it's-
bit sexy. Yeah.
This is cool.
Have a closer look. It says Inter. The stripes say Inter. That's
Oh.
the I. That's an N. That's a T. That's
that with
an E. Bro,
In black?
sticker at the top.
Oh.
I'm not seeing this. Huh?
So the I on the far left, the first stripe has the top part and the bottom part coming out a bit, which makes it an I.
Oh, I
The
see it
second
now.
two stripe, the second and the third stripe join at the top, making it an N. Then the T, then
Shit.
the E has the curved little.
That's an
I
A, yeah,
think
for me, or
it's
it's
cool.
S.
I think it's cool. I think it's an
This is Saponara.
Ancelotti.
You don't think it's Saponara?
You think
I think it's a Saponara as
it's
well.
cool, man. It's so
Okay.
different. It's unique. It works.
And it's
Fair, not against
it's
it.
doing something unique, not over the top.
Yeah.
Like, and it does it so subtly that you're like, oh
Mhm.
shit, that's so smart.
And
Okay.
Inter have had some really shit
They
kits
have.
in recent
Last
times,
year's
so-
I didn't like, for
yeah.
example. Okay, I'm happy to put that in Saponara, actually.
Yeah, it's
And
quite
it
cool.
goes-
I need to see it in person, to be honest. More than in that photo,
You know,
but
it ruins it
it
a
kind
bit.
of doesn't look great, when the players wear it. Actually, come to think of it here.
Nah, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool.
Okay.
It's cool.
Okay, let's put some.
You know what ruins it a bit? The Secondo Stelle.
Agreed. Moving on.
Okay. So next one is Bologna.
Bologna. We'll have a look.
I love this kit, man. I love their kit.
I think it's nice. I don't think it's anything stellar, but I think it's a solid kit.
I think it's a.
I think it's an A.
Mm,
An A or a B for sure.
You know what? You know what's nice about it? Everything works. Like even the Coppa Italia crest in the middle. Their logo looks really, really good. It pops nicely with that white border. The sponsor isn't disruptive. It works. It's as Atalanta's should be. It like white on red and blue. What I'm not sure about is the pattern of the stripes, but I also don't hate it.
That's fine. I think this is an A or a B, to be honest.
I'm torn
I
between
agree.
those two options. I think I'll put it in A, to be honest.
I realistically don't think it's better than the Fiorentina one. Though.
Yeah, you don't think it's better? Than
I don't
the
think
I
it's,
think
better
it's
than
better
the
than
Fiorentina one. Maybe it's just
Fiorentina.
because Fiorentina's a really
Has a
nice shade
bit-
of purple.
Has a bit more something to it. I don't just want
You
to
know,
put
you're right. Though
Fiorentina.
it isn't way better. Obviously better than.
I think it's on the
Fiorentina.
same level.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
B Bonaventura.
Yeah, let's go
I'm happy
Bonaventura.
with Bonaventura. It's so standard. Fiorentina's
But
kit.
it's
very
so
standard.
elegant, man.
You're elegant.
Something about it. Maybe it's like, you know, how purple is like for the rich,
It's like and it's
iconic.
iconic. It's
you
the
know, like elegant.
Fiorentina, You know.
So next up is Roma, which, to be honest with you, looks like every other Roma kit that I've seen in my life. Maybe I'm wrong.
It looks a bit vintage. There's something retro about
It does.
Maybe I'm not looking close enough. Keep in mind it's on my laptop.
What I'll give Roma is that their away kit, it looks like a Venezia kit. It's fucking
it.
phenomenal.
It's really cool.
Their away kit. Their away kit,
Their away
man.
kit says for
Buy
sure.
it for me. I'm going to tell you from now. Like, buy
Yeah.
it for me.
This is their away kit.
Look at their away kit, Nick.
Wow.
Really nice.
Fuck.
Wow.
This kit, it's no bullshit. It's nice and sporty. I like the shade of red. I like the Adidas logo. It's very new age Adidas. Oh, that's the sponsor. I don't
Yeah.
like that.
Riyadh season. But it's fine. It looks
I
to me.
don't
This
love
gives
it.
me retro vibes. I like this kit, man. It reminds me of like 03. You know, 2003. Many kits look like this.
Mhm.
True, that's true.
Looks a bit cheap in my eyes. I don't know if
Really?
you guys
Yeah.
are seeing the same thing.
I just see it as really simple, man. Like, really, like, look, what separates the Inter kit from all the other kits, in my opinion, is the originality.
It's got something to it.
It's got
like-
something to it. Roma is just there, like I don't. Maybe other kits have the same kind of issue. I'm seeing similar ones coming up as well,
Uh-huh.
but to me, it just doesn't do anything
To
for
me,
me.
this is like Fiorentina's. This is like Fiorentina's.
So does it
There's
go to B?
nothing
Is the
crazy
question?
to it. There's nothing. It's
Yeah.
not a bad looking kit. It's standard. You can't go wrong with
True,
this.
no, it's true. I would wear it still if someone gave it
I'd
to
wear
me.
it.
I would wear it if I got it as a present. I would wear it. I'm like, this is cool. Like,
Would
the
I
colors.
wear it as drip?
No.
No.
So B.
B.
Let's do B.
B. We're there. B.
All right.
Now this is
Really,
one.
guys, good synergy.
This is one I particularly really like. Cremonese. Oh, sorry. Hold
Oh,
on.
God.
Oh my God. Sorry about that. Just slipped for some reason. Sassuolo.
Sassuolo.
Sassuolo have a very nice kit.
That's
This
S.
is fire. This
That's
is S.
S. What a kid. This is the best
S
one, I think.
immediately.
S for Sassuolo.
Yeah.
S for Sassuolo. S for Saponara.
That
Let's make that one thing
Thick
fucking
collar. That thick collar. I love a good
Gorgeous.
thick collar.
Yo.
clear. Gorgeous.
Nice and thick. You know what I mean?
Nice
Yeah.
thick collarbones. Nice thick neck. Stripes are nice. I like how the stripe continues onto the collar. That collar has like that singular stripe on it. The stripes done differently.
That's gorgeous. It's a
And
nice kid.
amazing, man. Amazing. I love how the logo's in white as well. It
Mm.
works, man.
Yeah.
Well done.
If
well
I knew
done, Puma, man.
Berardi was going to be wearing this next season, I would have gone over.
Ooh. Lauriante, who
He failed his medical or
failed his
something.
medical apparently,
Yeah.
with Sunderland.
Weird.
Okay, so how many S tiers do we have right now? Two, right?
We have two.
Inter and Sassuolo.
Sassuolo. I genuinely want that Sassuolo kit.
It's
It's
really
really
beautiful,
cool, bro.
beautiful.
And the green, didn't they say they're gonna remove
Ban it eventually,
ban
they've
green
been
kits
saying.
eventually?
What
Yeah.
an L, what an L.
Hey,
What
huge
an L
L,
for
Huge
kids.
L.
Huge L.
Bro,
For
crazy.
Libby Cacace. By the way, welcome to Wrexham.
Welcome to Wrexham Liberato.
Yes.
Low key fire.
Fire move
Love
for him, man.
Wrexham.
I mean, yeah.
Soccer ball.
Next
Soccer
one.
ball. All right, moving on.
Your guys' favorites. Milan.
Milan.
I'm gonna say it before anyone else says it. This is an S tier. This is what it's all about.
This is the perfect Milan kit,
Is
yeah.
the perfect Milan kit.
You know, I agree. Thin stripes.
Absolutely, thin but not too thin.
Yeah.
That pattern at the back, I adore. This is Puma done right. Nice sponsor. I love the logo.
Yeah.
This is absolute S tier. No debate in my eyes. I love it.
I agree. I love this
So
kit.
slick. This is the reason we're Milan fans, bro. There's a large fucking reason. You look at that kid, that's fucking fire, man.
Yeah.
That's what you want to see.
I like that.
Guys, I think it's fucking shit. No.
Huge. What do
You
think
agree,
of
yes?
this?
No, I think it's nice. No, I think it's nice. Like it's sexy, it's clean. Like I don't know, maybe I don't know some of the kits in the past, haven't seen them as much.
We've got
But
some
it
wrong
is-
home
It
kits.
is clean. It is clean. And I would wear that personally.
Mm.
I would wear that.
Yeah, I would, for it to be perfect for me, put a collar on that. It's perfect.
Yes, bro.
Color
Colors
would be
add-
nice.
Yeah.
I like it exactly as it is. This kit,
Mm.
I think it's gorgeous, Madonna, man.
Yep.
I love it. I
Yep.
love it.
Yep,
Cool.
agreed.
So
We're
let's
all in
put that
agreement.
S. Very
S
good.
tier as well.
Yeah, now we're in
For
triple
me,
S tier.
I'm just gonna say, I think there's one more S tier
Okay.
after this.
I'm not sure. I mean, we can always reshuffle at the end if we're not.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I think at some point there's gonna be another S
Yeah.
tier.
Yeah.
Okay, so next one is Lazio. Our good friends at Lazio.
Lazio
Lazio.
tried hard with this one, huh? it's like they got a norm. That is boring as fucking
It is
shit,
boring.
But
It is
it's-
boring.
I mean, you can't really get it wrong. It is
no,
boring.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's not enough for me.
Churchy, in my
I think it's a
opinion.
churchy as well.
Churchy,
It's
yeah.
churchy. It's so boring.
It's boring, but it's
so boring.
You
bro.
would
It's
wear
that
it,
is-
but it will bore
It's
the.
clean.
you know what?
Yeah.
It looks good on people, but
You can get it
you
from.
know what changes it? Seeing the color on people, because the color is
pops
thick.
a bit,
The color is.
I don't think this is to the level. What is it having Churchy?
We have Cagliari and Verona.
But
This
it's
is better.
boring. You know what it is, bro. You know, paint on fucking on the computer. Paint
Yeah.
when you
MS
click on the bucket and then fill in like
Yeah.
a shape with a color.
Yeah.
That's that.
You'll find
there's nothing to it. Nothing there is to it. The color at most because it comes up and you hate that.
I wouldn't wear this.
'Cause
In fact.
Tickles the neck.
Yeah.
You'll find this kit in Zara, like, like literally you'll
Absolutely.
find it
It
in
looks-
Zara. Like
it looks cheap, man.
it just looks like clothing. Like they did nothing with it
Mm.
here. They're just like, here, take a plain blue.
Exactly. Boring in my
Boring,
opinion. Boring.
eh.
Pop it in
Churchy.
Churchy, sure.
Churchy.
Goes to see. Okay, next one is dog shit. I mean Cremonese.
I mean, you know what this was, bro? When I used to play goalkeeper for Mostar, there was a kit exactly like this that I used to wear, and I used to hate it, dog.
I mean,
Dog
I mean,
shit.
it doesn't
no?
look great. Eh? Let me see one sec.
my grandmother's like 100-year-old pass down carpets have more color than this kit. Like, it's insane how desaturated it is. Like, it would make me so sad just watching this team just buying the kit. Like,
I'm just gonna say, it's an absolute devastation. Something is giving me vintage.
I
though.
like it, man.
Something's giving
fucking-
me vintage.
I'm seeing it being worn.
no, I'm sticking with mine.
I would
think
say
it's a bit
C,
bad.
not dog shit, personally.
Maybe C, but those colors
Mm.
just piss me off.
No, I'm gonna go dog shit though, bro.
Yes,
dog shit.
I
I'm gonna go
agree.
dog shit.
Okay,
I
sure,
don't know.
sure.
I don't think they
Democracy.
cook to the
I'm
colors.
gonna go dog
Democracy,
shit.
democracy.
Democracy wins. Oh.
Even though it's a flawed system.
All right. Moving on to Napoli, who have produced some of my favorite kits.
Now
of
we're talking.
the Serie A.
Now we're talking.
But isn't it, according to the logic we applied, this is also a little bit boring?
Why is it a little bit boring?
Because it's-
Don't you like the pattern at the back with the ends?
Hmm.
It's got a bit something
I
to
didn't
it.
even notice those, like the Gucci.
It's got a bit something to it, man.
Look,
in my
I prefer
opinion.
last year's kit. However, with the color,
Mm.
what it
Mm.
did have a color, right?
Mm,
I
Did it
prefer
have
last
colour?
year's kit
Uh-huh,
way
it
more,
did.
and I think it was a perfect kit in my opinion.
mm.
Like even their title winning kit of
Uh-huh.
last Serie A.
Look at
So-
that there, let's see a bit.
I think personally it's good, but it isn't like top tier to like compare to last year in my opinion.
This is a nice
That-
kit.
I like it, man.
I think
It
it goes
is
to
nice.
A in my
A
opinion.
is fine.
And we haven't had an A yet, so to be perfect.
I
Yeah.
thought it would be an S. That's the one I was referring to. Happy with it in an A, though.
A, let's go
we're
A.
going A. We're
Ancelotti.
going.
Our first
A.
Ancelotti.
Our first.
No, I think we
indeed.
have another one.
No,
right?
no,
Not
we
sure.
don't.
We don't? Oh.
Crazy.
We don't.
Crazy. There are a
So
few more Ancelottis.
Here
in
I
there.
am looking up the Inter kit again because I'm really not sure. I'm really second guessing myself. Having that in S.
No, it's cool.
no, it's cool. It's cool. It's
Is
cool.
it- is it?
It's cool.
Okay, okay.
So next one is Genoa.
Genoa.
Jen, I always like these kits. What is different this time? So
You've got the
firstly,
yellow touch.
the shade of red and blue and the texture of the red and blue, beautiful.
Yes.
And the way that they market it, bro, they are phenomenal. If you go
Yes.
watch an ad for this kit, you will watch old men on a boat wearing this vintage kit. Beautiful. I'm really unsure of the yellow touch, man.
I love it.
I like
like
the
it
yellow
a lot.
touch. I like the yellow. I think it's a. I don't know, man. It just adds to the kit. Like it
Yeah.
pops a bit more. Are the sponsors in yellow
It's
as well?
more complete with the sponsor, in fact, because you've got.
It does look
Okay,
more
the
Yeah.
sponsor's
complete with the
ugly,
sponsor.
For
but
me.
it looks. The pop is
Yeah.
nice.
No, I put that in A.
A,
yeah?
man.
I put that
A.
in
Yeah, let's go in
Ancelotti.
A. Let's go in
Yeah.
A.
Pulsi.
Shout out,
Beautiful,
Genoa.
beautiful.
Egas.
Really nice texture to this kit, man.
Yeah.
Really nice texture.
Okay, on to the next one. Juventus.
I love this. This should have been a full episode, man.
Mhm.
So good,
We can
so good.
easily snippet this thing.
Juventus,
Yes.
really unsure about this.
Yeah.
man.
I don't know, man. This is one of those kits where you're looking at it and you don't know how you feel.
Can I say though, reminds me a bit of. I don't hate it, man. I don't hate it. I like the Jeep sponsor and the Visit Detroit sponsor are cool.
Detroit.
And seeing it in person is ugly, yeah. But
I don't like the Visit Detroit.
Has
And
a
I
like.
don't-
I like the Visit
I
Detroit.
don't like the proximity of the sponsors and the logos.
Too
and-
much going on
Yeah,
at
yeah.
once. Too much going on, I think, personally. For me, for it to be good, I think I would wear it, but would I wear it as ripped? No. So for me, it's going in B, possibly C, but I think B is being fair.
I think.
Because even the pink is a bit random as
If
well.
you remove the sponsor, it's a great kit. Look at that. Look at it on who's that man? I'm not even recognizing him.
Is that Bremer?
Bremer.
No, it's
Bremer's
Gil-
grown his
that's
hair out.
Gleason.
It looks better without
Yeah,
the sponsor.
yeah.
You
I
know
remember
that?
seeing the
Yeah.
promotion
Then-
pictures without sponsors, and I thought that was a nice kit. But the sponsors are just doing a bit too much.
I think they're on the cooler side when compared to other kits. The Jeep as a
Yeah.
sponsor is dope. It is.
Is
dope.
this better than Fiorentina's?
No.
No, I think it's B.
Yeah, so we're keeping it
Yeah,
at
B.
B.
I think B is. I don't know if it's generous or if it's a shame. Like because
But I agree.
there's something to it as a kit. There is something to
Oh,
it.
it's
It's
cool,
a
I
little
mean,
bit different. It's not same old Juve kit.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
different.
No, it's cool. It's brave. It's bold.
Uh-huh.
Bold. B for bold.
B for Bold and Bonaventura.
Yes.
So the next kit comes from Parma.
Always
Parma.
love these kits.
It is a very nice and clean
Color
kit.
is stunning, bro.
That's an A.
That's an A straight up.
Is
I
it
think
an A or
Mm,
is it
An S.
a Saponara?
it might be a
The
Saponara.
color is goated, huh?
It might be a Saponara.
I love these Parma kits, to be fair, and I wouldn't be opposed
so
to it.
good.
Parm.
Pam.
Chicken
not
parm.
Chicken parm. What's this whole chicken parm thing going on now?
Oh, the Americans.
Bro, most of our followers are American. Be careful.
Yeah. And we're all for it, huh?
We love America.
Yeah.
Oh, what's that sponsor? Top middle.
Oh god. Admiral. It says Admiral. No, it's still cool though.
Is it S or A is the question. The picture I have is an S.
Yes, with that bloody little sponsor above that they don't show over here in this picture, it would be an A in my opinion.
Cheeky buggers.
It ruins it a bit. It's right between the... It's right between...
Oh, that
Yeah,
changes
A,
a lot.
A.
That changes a lot.
Yeah, it should be down here, if anything. Why is it
Literally,
up there?
that would be what? For an additional 50k? Like?
Yeah.
Come on.
No. A.
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 A because of that.
I can agree.
Real shame with that sponsor.
I can agree with that. Yeah. Okay.
Now, 2 interesting kits are left.
3.
Oh.
Oh, don't
There's
you
the
mean?
Torino one.
I forgot about the Torino one.
Yeah. No worries. So let's go on to the Torino one. You want?
Shit.
Oh.
Is it on the chat?
It's
No, I sent it to him on airdrop, but how did I send it to him? Where the hell did I save it though?
it's okay. We can move to Como in the
In the
meantime.
meantime, you can send it on the chat, can you do
Yeah.
that?
We can go to Como in the meantime. Let's go
Nice,
to Como.
excellent.
So, Como. They've went for the Como Lakes. And I think it gets by with not being tacky, but only just.
I don't know, man.
Why,
I mean-
why did they fuck it? Why did they fuck it, man?
I
They
don't know.
fucked it, eh?
I think so, bro. Como, let me see it on a player. Here it is. I mean, I don't hate it, but I don't think it's an A or above though.
No, definitely. I
Yeah.
don't think it's B either.
You don't see
I think it's
Cherchi.
Cherchi.
I might agree with you, Cherchi, man.
I think it's churchy.
Yeah.
I don't quite like the pattern on the front.
Yeah.
I like the shoulders a lot. I like the color.
No, I agree.
I like the sponsor and the Adidas logo and the club logo, but there's too much.
I
going
think
on
they
in the front.
got away with it not being tacky, but
Mm.
I don't think they achieved what they wanted.
Yeah,
to.
no, I think it's a bit too much. It looks a bit like I got it off Timo or something,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a picture of a river on Timo or something
Yeah.
on a T-shirt. No, I'm out for this one. I think C is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So next one, should we go to Torino?
Yeah, let's go.
Do we have
We
the
have it,
Torino
we have it,
one?
yeah.
Super.
I think on first look, okay, apart from the massive that Suzuki on it.
Suzuki. Yeah.
Apart from the massive Suzuki on the kit, which is so disproportionate to the other badges, I think it's quite sexy. Apart from the
It's
eyesores.
definitely one of the better ones Torino have done.
Mm.
But I think that Suzuki, man, is so disproportionate to what they have on the kit that it's just a bit like, maybe it's just me that's seeing it really big.
Mm. It's got a collar as well. That looks nice.
Mm-hmm.
I
No,
mean,
it is a big sponsor.
uh-huh.
It's also a very simple one
I don't hate it, huh?
with something to it as well. Don't think it's an A. Well, it's too basic maybe to be an A.
I
I
think
would
it is.
give this an A. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I would based on what we've already given an A.
What do we have in the A?
We have Genoa, we have Parma, and we have Napoli.
Oh, fair enough.
B.
No, I think it goes B.
B.
B. It's
Fair
a bit
try,
it is
fair
a bit
try,
better
however.
than the other B's, I think.
Because then,
Who do we have in the other B's?
In the other Bs, we have Fiorentina, we have Roma, we have Juventus, we have Bologna and Atalanta.
Fair,
It's
done,
on par,
fair.
yeah.
B,
It's on
B,
par.
yeah.
B.
Okay. Finally, we have Lecce.
They did it, huh? They done did it. Finally, a good electric kit, in my opinion.
You think
You know,
so?
You
know
think
what?
so, really?
You know what I think about the yellow and red combination? I don't think it typically works. I
Ah.
think they did it a bit better here, man.
Really, man? I'm really not seeing it.
I'm not seeing it either. Huh?
No way.
Vera,
To me, I see it as a C,
Sponsors,
maybe
yeah,
even even D.
dog shit, to be honest.
I like how it. Look at it full. I don't think you guys are looking at it fully. What's happening here? It's going from yellow, starting to fade into red, creates the two stripes from like the rib cage going under, goes into the red shorts.
Sorry, I'm having a panic attack already looking at it. Like
Yeah.
too much going on, way too much
Yeah.
going
And
on. Like
usually their kits are so nice, so minimal.
yes, and like
As
why are you doing that much? Like I don't know. Like it's
Yeah.
reminds me. It might be even worse than the Udinese and Cremonese one for me. Huh? I don't know. Like
this is to me is dog shit. Huh?
to me, it's dog shit as well.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like it.
I think your older kits are nicer.
Well, I think they're much nicer. They're older kits with the stripes going all the way down from top to bottom. One sponsor, not two. Much nicer.
The sponsor ruins it a bit.
And
it's
then
true.
they have the black details on at the end of the sleeves and at the top of the collar, which really don't go, in my opinion. I don't know.
Way too much going on.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
most going on out of all the kits. I think that's why it's going in the very bottom for me.
Yeah.
We're going dog shit then.
Dog shit. What would you have put it if democracy wasn't a thing?
If it was autocracy.
You know, second thoughts. There is a lot going on, and the pattern is a bit all over the place.
We've charmed you.
No, I think I would have gone churchy. I don't think I would have gone dog shit.
Okay,
so that's it.
So that's it. Obviously, Pisa's kit has not been announced yet.
Exactly.
So
Just got announced right now
Shall
while
we-
we're
shall we
recording.
check
Let's
on
Shall
it?
we
This
check?
happens. You
Yeah.
remember Dybala to Roma, bro, was the craziest one.
Yeah, Madonna, after a whole
shout out
episode.
Pisa.
Transfer update episode, 3 hours long. We finished recording, we realized the Balas joined freaking... Oh, here it is. Is this it? Is this real? Concept. No.
Concept.
No. So hurry up, Pisa, man. What are you waiting
Yeah.
for? What are you waiting? You're waiting to
We'll
get
do-
relegated again?
A 2-hour long episode looking at them
That Pisa's kit, yeah.
and analyzing Pisa's kit.
We can add it in another episode when it's out.
Exactly.
Well, we'll see if this page remains for me. If I save it as a bookmark and it remains the same, but we can just do it there.
Sure, that's a good idea.
That was a really. I mean, listen. All I want to say is big grateful guys, fans of Serie A, spot heads, really, because you're eating. This was a 2-hour episode, guys.
Oh, and we haven't even done our segment yet.
You haven't. Yeah, no, you haven't.
Amazing. Beautiful
Shall we?
episode. But now it is time, as always, for wisdom with the wank. Do you have it?
I don't. But I did send it to Nick.
Did you send it to me?
Did I not? I definitely screenshot it.
Don't think you sent it to me.
Excellent.
Uh-oh.
Great.
Uh-oh.
Great
Who am I going to
segment.
believe? Who am I going to yell at?
I could be wrong.
Yeah, I definitely...
Oh, I did get it.
You did
Oh,
My
boo.
bad. My bad. It will be on your screens. It will be on your screens in a second.
So good. Let me see if any of my loved ones are worried about me. No one at all. The only person worried about me is Lily from Duolingo. It'd be a bummer to see you lose that 93-day streak. Matt, just saying.
Oh, that last time it had me repeating "Sí, el nonno è elegante" like for like 10 minutes. It's repeating the same
grandpa
thing.
is elegant.
Yeah.
Okay, up on your screens now. Sorry for the wait.
Oh yeah.
You read it, bro.
I don't have it.
Didn't you send it to him?
It's on WhatsApp.
Oh, did I send it to you privately?
You did, no, you sent it on the chat, on our chat.
But it's. I think because I'm on my iPad, I don't have it.
I can read
it
it
out.
out. I can
Yeah,
read it out. I can read it out.
Yeah.
I found it.
You have it?
Yes.
Oh, so you're in the chat as well.
Of course I am.
Yeah. We could have just brought it up.
Thinking and doing is very difficult, and that's why people choose to judge. We chose the hard part. We are not willing to stop thinking, doing, and trying until we achieve the desired result. ... Hashtag keep the faith. Hashtag silent pedal.
Can you
What?
repeat that, please?
Thinking and doing is very difficult, and that's why people choose to judge. We choose the hard part, and we are not willing to stop thinking, doing, and trying until we achieve the desired result. ... Hashtag keep the faith. Hashtag silent pedal.
Hashtag silent pedal is cold. I just want to say that.
It
Maybe
is
if you got the hashtag like together, like
Yes.
it would have been even colder. But I think it's a cold hashtag.
Look, I think
What do we understand from this?
I'm really trying to dissect it here. So thinking and doing is very difficult.
Agreed.
Yes. Oh, got it. Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. For me, I watch people play football, right? And I like to think, oh, shit, he should have passed there. Should have shot there. That was an easy one.
Emerson Royale.
Exactly, just shot on him. How much easier is it to do what I just did than it is for Emerson Royale to wake up every day and train to get to the level to play in San Siro, to play at White Hart Lane,
Yes.
to be in these places? They chose the hard part, and they're not willing to stop thinking, doing, and trying until they achieve the desired results, while we are sat here shitting on them, praising them, and doing our thing. But I think that's what Simi means by
It's
this one.
basically, it's a whole Buffon thing, no? Where he said, like, we're on the pitch and you're up there in the stands eating chips. Yeah.
Which, in all fairness to support every single trade, while they're eating chips at the stadium, they're doing other things during the day, you know?
Sure.
They're excelling in other roles. They're and then watching a game because that's what they enjoy doing. I don't like this whole shitting too much on journalists,
Of
shitting
course,
on
yeah.
podcasters, and shitting on football fans for eating chips. Like, you know, I like going to a stadium and I like being entertained, you know? Doesn't really appeal to me to be a full-time athlete.
Yes.
And maybe I can't.
However,
So shut up, Buffon.
I also think that judging and casting judgment is human instinct. And we are biologically wired to judge as a survival instinct. When you see a person who is different to you, let's say, for example, someone is walking up to you, he's jacked, he's covered in tattoos, shaved head, scar on his eyebrow, automatically your biology is going to protect you, is going to make you judge him as a dangerous person, However, yes, what he's saying is completely true. There are many bored people in the world, there are many jealous people in the world, so absolute wisdom, Wank.
Always. I don't think he's gotten one wrong.
Never,
So far, and so raw again. By the way, this
Hashtag
is
silent space pedal.
this is from the 30th of November 2020. 4,103 likes, 112 comments.
Yeah.
Guys, head over to it and blow it up.
Blow it up.
Blow it up. Ow, let's get them to 5K, boys.
Eventually, we're gonna run out of Simi content, and we're gonna have to keep the segment, but do other quotes from other players, which
In
is
honor of his name.
in honor of his
But
name.
it will remain in the Wank's name.
Yeah.
Of course.
Absolutely.
Always in the name of the wank.
Always.
Guys, I can't believe we're not gonna do this for another 2 weeks, huh?
I know, right?
And then you go away, then it'll be an episode with me and Nick where we'll probably just arm wrestle the entire time and then
Just
feed,
you winning
feed,
non-stop.
feed each
over
other
and over.
spaghetti. You think I'll beat Nick? Nick's fucking strong.
He looks
though.
strong, but
Mhm.
you work out, no?
I work, bro. It's
Yeah, I don't work
hilarious.
out.
I arm wrestled someone today that I go to the gym with. I curl more than him. He beat me in arm wrestling today. Like, what the fuck is
Forearm
going on?
strength
we
as
stop
well.
recording.
Hey, bro,
Forearms.
Russell's forearm strength. You'd beat me,
Forearms.
I think.
Once we stop recording, I'll tell you what happened to me.
Let's
It's so
put,
embarrassing.
Let's
I'm
put
not
the mics aside
uh-huh.
and arm wrestle right now.
We're gonna.
We're gonna, you know how this table is going to end up, like the
Nah,
camera's
leave
going
it,
to.
leave it.
For another episode, though, for another
Yeah,
episode, stay
Let me
tuned.
train for it.
Okay. Guys, we're going to Malaysia, so Fidecom.
Up to you. Thank you.
Up to you.
If you want to stay in touch, we will be chatting with the spot heads on our group chat. Of course, staying
we'll
in touch.
vlog a
Join
bit.
there as well. So
follow us on Instagram and follow our journey in Malaysia. We'll vlog a bit. Fuck
Yeah,
it.
fuck
We'll,
it,
we'll
why not?
maybe if there's a big transfer, if we get the here to go on Yashari
Yeah.
and we're in the Perhentian Islands, we're just a
Oh my-
20-second there about
Have
it.
you been seeing the Fabrizio Here We Go style videos of that guy who's not verbal?
No.
Have you seen them?
No.
You haven't seen them?
No.
Oh my god, man. They're absolutely unreal, man.
Okay.
I'll show you after.
Okay.
I can't. I have to be careful.
Brilliant.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Ciao,
Thank you,
guys.
guys.
See you.
And because we obviously forgot to thank Luca for this beautiful gift during the 2 hours that we spent recording, we're filming this separate segment just for you, Luca. Thank you very much for this scarf, and thank you for always keeping us in mind whenever you travel.
For sure. He's the kind of guy who always sends me photos of whatever football store he's at. Really appreciate you, Luca. And thank you so much for this, brother. We love you.
You're the best.
If you like Serie A or have ever liked it in the past, it's a good opportunity for you to listen once a week and you'll get filled in.
The football weekend, that's like the main dish. But then a few days later, you drop your episode and that's like the dessert. And the dessert is just perfect.
It's good, the cake.
It makes it feel like we're all sitting in a room together, just BSing with each other.
The atmosphere is fantastic.
I promise nobody will ask you to send boob pics.
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
I love how you go into so much detail and show so much passion towards each and every team. Literally, no team is left undiscussed.
When I listen to you, it's like I'm talking to you in a pub. It's like I'm chatting to a friend and you're chatting to me.